Hello everyone, welcome back to Die Party Barking Dog, a Numenera style game. It is 2 a.m. dog, stop barking, please. Exactly.
He's got something really important to show you.
It's probably a poo.
There's a whole wall over there.
It's probably a poo.
There's a wall. I don't think
It's
you.
crazy.
I don't think you understand.
Come on, shut up. All right, hang on. So, introduce yourselves. I'll just mute up.
Okay.
Introduce ourselves.
Oh my God, it's anarchy. My name is Tux, and I'm here to say I'm gonna play 9 in an amazing way.
You're not muted, Dave.
I hate that.
There we go. That's me.
You're still.
I'm
not
muted on the
go.
stream, you fucking idiot. Jesus.
Oh,
Someone
well,
else go.
mute yourself for us, cause we're fucking hearing a dog.
Dude, I'm listening to the dog. It's got some important shit to say.
Excellent. All right. Pian, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Pian. I stream on other people's channels, not on my own right now because my internet's terrible, but we're working on that. Other than that, I'm just living life. That's me.
Word. Brian, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Fucking knocked it out of the park.
Ow!
Doc, introduce yourself.
I'm Doc. I play video games and hate every second of it.
Fascinating story. We'll hear more at 11.
Wreckage, introduce yourself.
I am Dr. Wreckage. I am Gamesman Master. We will be playing Game. Last week, Game happened. It was fascinating. We all went into a deep, dark, dank hole, and we found Pian there, who's playing Otter. And then you guys were like, well, we just found somebody who is suffering some sort of time coma. Let's not seek out medical treatment for this individual, instead persevere deeper into the dungeon.
They were fine.
That baby killed them.
I need to remind you that she's a goddamn robot, so...
She's not a robot.
They're fine.
Dave, she's not a robot, and nothing on your character sheet says you have to hate robots.
I healed them. They're fine.
How about, you know...
She should technically be dead, so she's a heretic, right?
Yeah, how about, you know, you just let me play my character, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
Just hate every single thing you come across.
I will.
I healed them. They're fine.
Everybody's fine. Then everybody got separated by the place that you were in. What kind of kooky lost technology separates people and then tries to kill them?
The cube.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a game show.
Maybe we'll find out this week on Die Party Yonder. Insert theme song.
Wow, you are really bad at this. Anyway, let's play.
We did not spend a lot of money on that theme song.
Look, you get what you pay for.
I didn't pay for shit. Actually, I did pay for that, and you still fucking failed, so...
I didn't get shit. I didn't get any money.
Bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit.
So, right. Milo and Otter, you were talking to a skull in... Yeah, well,
Oh, that's right.
Milo was talking to a skull.
Milo fucked up.
I know, it was a trap set for people who specifically have this power, as it turns out. So, you know...
It paid off.
It
paid off.
Finally, in the past 7,000 years, the trap worked once.
That is literally exactly what happened. You talked to a skull. You asked him, how did you die? He said he wasn't dead.
He says,
you asked him,
got you, motherfucker. And then he like...
said, what was your purpose? And it says to kill you. And then the floor started to shake. And that's when we went off, because I am a master of cliffhangers.
I mean, anyone with half a brain could have seen that happening, but, you know, I touched the brain anyway, just to give you whatever you wanted. So.
Yeah. So, the floor starts shaking beneath you guys. And as a reminder, this is a sort of large circular room. The skull was in the floor, as you recall.
Does everyone feel the floor shaking, or just those two?
Well, we aren't temporally caught up with everybody, so I won't answer that question.
Okay.
The floor starts shaking. And the floor starts lowering in the circular room. And as it lowers, more of the skeleton, the skull's head, is revealed. Almost like a scanner or something. Like in no way does the floor seem to interact with the body of the skull. But as it lowers, more and more of its body is revealed.
So it's 3D pinching the skeleton.
I mean, it looks like that is the point.
Well, at least we found the source of all the skeletons.
So imagine a model. Imagine a model in a 3D model in Unity that's clipping through a floor, and then you just start lowering the floor further. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a reverse.
So
it's a
not coming up,
reverse
floor's going down.
Terminator in lava.
Sure.
Boom.
So the body of this skull is not just a skeleton body.
It's a dog.
It is large and sort of bulbous, like a pear upside down with the skull at the top. And rather than
It's like an 80s caricature.
rather than just a skeleton, it is mostly machine. This large, bulbous, almost inflated machine that has a skull in one end, and sort of haphazardly limbs that are both machine and bone, not symmetrical on this bulbous body in any way. Just
Any flesh on this bitch?
No meat, as you can see so far. The body sort of heaves and moves like a centipede. And as the floor comes to the end of its journey, it stops moving. The entirety of this creature has not been seen. It hasn't separated itself from the floor, so its torso disappears into the floor in the same way that the skull did. It rears up at you two, limbs at the ready, and we need the initiative rolls.
It's just a D20.
+3 for any skill that gives you bonuses to initiative.
Can this be counted as defense?
No, that is in no way what that is. Initiative is different than a defense roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys go first.
Yay.
It's group-based initiative in this game, Pian. So you rolled higher than the enemy. So even if Milo had rolled like a 1, you both would still get to go first, and you simply decide, like you just basically by saying what you do, you decide who goes first within that initiative. So at any point, either of you can choose to act.
All right, Pian, you're up.
Can I try to use my skill of Numenera to see what this thing is, or like try to determine what?
Oh, just real quick, before anything happens, does my abnormal band tighten?
Abhuman? No.
Yeah. Okay. That's abnormal human. That's what I've written here.
Abhuman.
Yeah. You mean abnormal human, or do you mean something else?
Well, abhuman is a thing in the game. Abnormal human is just an abnormal human.
Right, yeah. There are humans who can be described.
There are like a swimmer's body. Nice
Right,
abs.
I just like, no nipples, just abs.
Described as abnormal who are not abhumans. Abhumans are specific, a specific subset of human.
Okay. You want to go on the
Like-
fucking chair now? Okay.
You're all like abnormal humans, right? Like, except for one of you. Anyway.
Okay.
So Pian, you want to try and identify you want to try and learn what's going on here.
Yes.
That's going to be difficult because it's a combat situation, but the answer is yes, you can try. Like you're not going to be able to get the best look or, you know, spend a great deal of time pondering it. But
yeah.
So how this works is you have the Numenera skill. It's going to be difficulty 5, challenging. So if you go onto your character sheet, you'll see a big list of difficulties. It is natively difficulty 5, but because you have an applicable skill, it goes down to difficulty 4. So you can just click on the dice with a 4 next to it, and that'll make your roll.
I don't think we've ever been told what your character statement was. You're a...
I'm a mad nano who fuses mind with machine.
You just got a 19, which is a minor success. Well, it's a success, but then you also have a minor advantage. So what would you like your additional effect to be? You can, in this case, a 19, that's pretty strong. So the successes go 17, 18, 19, 20 for the extra successes. So with 17 and 18, you're like, oh, you know, like I'm in a better position for my next roll or something. 20 is like I attack twice or something. 19 so is like is what would you like?
Can I learn like a weakness of it or something?
Sure, for a 19 you can learn a weakness of it.
It's weak to explosions.
It is
luckily
weak
I have one of those.
to being hit. No, you don't actually.
I found their weakness. They're powerful without their heads.
Yeah.
They are powerful without
Powerless. Shut up.
They are very powerful when they don't have heads. So let us apply heads to them.
Quickly, give me your head.
So
Okay.
here's what you learn at just a quick cursory glance. And you actually have a brief flashback here, Otter. There are too many images and they come too rapidly for you to really process it. But what you recall is that you fought things like this before. And when I say like this, I mean specifically creatures that are out of phase with reality. You can tell, having given it a look over, that this, whatever it is out of phase. And that allows it to pass through physical objects, and it allows it to avoid like direct physical damage. But it has a weakness to energy-based attacks, esoteries, and ciphers. So if you hit it with a thing like a mallet, it is less effective. But if you zap it with a zap, it is more effective. And that is what you have learned. You're muted.
I'm muted, yes. So regular attacks will still do damage, just it'll be like reduced.
Yeah,
Or
well,
they won't
so
do damage at all?
yes, it'll be more difficult to hit. Like if you hit, you hit. But the narrative idea here is that you swing where it is and hit nothing. Like it'll be harder to hit
Okay.
with a physical attack.
Okay.
It's worth pointing out that this thing is considered dead, by the way, too.
No, it's not.
Oh, then why would I ever be able to use my power on it?
Good question.
What the fuck, Wreckage?
What? Excellent question.
Okay, so why is
giving
that
you
the
a hint.
case?
Good question.
I think he wants you to figure it out.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ! Like, wow, that's a weird thing. Hey, GM, why don't you just tell me what is going on here? Okay, sure, we'll just not do a thing, whatever.
I mean, the ruling on my power is pretty fucking specific. So, you know, if you're saying,
and you asked if it was dead, and it said it wasn't. So I don't know.
but the fact that I can use my power to consort with a dead thing when it's not dead is the weirdest part.
That's pretty weird. You're right.
Okay. Well, I guess this game just makes up shit. All right.
Or you could fucking figure out the goddamn Wow, Dave. Have you ever played a role play?
Why are you like this today, man? What's up?
Why are you like this today?
There is no like
to be
this.
Fair, he's always like this.
Whatever.
Not just today.
All right.
Anyway.
So my turn. I hit it with a stick wreckage. There you go. That's what I'm doing.
All right, you're gonna thwack it with your staff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is a intimidating task to thwack it with a staff.
I take it down to challenging because I have Battle Numenera.
Yep, this counts.
So it is a Numenera.
Well, it is an automaton of some kind. It's got robot bits. You hit. How much damage does your staff do?
It's medium.
Okay. You hit. It's a solid hit. You're spooked out a little bit because you swing at it and you don't make contact when you think you should. It takes like another 2 inches before you actually hit something.
Okay.
And when you do, it is a very solid hit. But it doesn't give much under the attack. Your elbows lock up, and you feel it's like hitting a bat against a building. So you get your hands sting a little bit. You definitely got it.
What language was it speaking to me?
It was speaking your native language.
Okay. Do we have a word for that native language? Is it just common? Like, what is it?
Valian, Ambrosian.
Is that one of those things where, because I'm talking to it through my mind, it speaks my language, or what?
You can always understand corpses when you talk to them. You never have to know their language to speak with them.
Okay, but when I was speaking to it, since this is specifically a different thing,
it was definitely speaking Ambrosian.
Okay.
It now goes. I need speed defense 2 from Milo and 1 from Otter.
Wait, like standard speed defense?
What do you mean by standard?
You said speed defense 2, as in like a standard difficulty speed defense.
No. 2 separate speed defenses.
At?
Difficulty 5.
So difficulty 4. I have speed defense. I have... Yeah, that's it. 4. Fail.
I'm trying to see if something...
You didn't start with many skills, so you don't have much.
No, but I have something here that says decrease resist rolls by 1 step.
Resist what, though?
That's what I'm wondering. It's artifact that protects implants. It's I need to pull it up. My internet's. I'll just roll for this one. I don't.
Okay.
I'll just take that. Yeah.
Nice 2.
Yeah.
Almost a free GM intrusion. Milo, I need another speed defense from you. What would you like your minor success to be?
The first one didn't fail.
That is you can't go back in time.
Okay. Well, why don't you give me some more information about this thing?
Sure. So you're both hit by a random appendage. Like one might be a mallet-like thing at the end of a unreasonably long bow and arm. The other might be a blade. The point is, you both take a hit. So take 4 damage each. It comes from might first. If you have armor,
Yeah, I do.
it reduces it 1 to 1.
So what does that mean? Like 1 for each level of armor you have?
Like you have 1 armor, so you take 3 instead of 4.
Okay.
Otter also has 1 armor, so she takes 3 instead of 4. But while you're being swiped at a second time, Milo, you dodge underneath it, and as you do, you get a like slow-mo good look at the limb. This is very clearly a this has been assembled from the pieces of people.
Okay.
There is machinery, and it creates the monster, but for some reason that you aren't aware of, because it's not like it's mostly skeleton with some machine. It's mostly machine with some skeleton bits. And you're not certain what the purpose of that is. Like, what the reason for having
It's neato.
Some skeleton when you're not even making it in the shape of a human inside this giant machine. But it's clearly been assembled with
it's a
the
stylistic choice.
Yeah, it's aesthetic. It's, I'm going for the robot skeletons theme in my dungeon. But yeah, that's what you learn, is that this has very clearly been a machine assembled from human skeleton bits. Your guys' turn.
I attack it again.
Okie doke. Same roll.
That was a 5, yeah?
Yep.
No dice.
Yeah, this time you swing where where there should be man, and it just passes right through, and you can't grok what just happened. Otter.
I don't. I take out my blowgun and attack it.
All right, you're gonna shoot your blowgun.
Yeah, I don't have an esoteric that can actually.
Yeah, no, that's
what
that's fine.
esoterics do you have?
I have ward and push.
Ooh, okay.
You could turn on ward if you wanted, but that would take.
Ward's an enabler.
Ward's
That's
always
always
on.
Oh, that's why you have an armor. Got it.
Yeah.
So push is non-harmful, yeah, as you've
Yeah,
demonstrated.
it's just sort of
Push is
utility. Yeah.
Can you use push to like target specific things on a body, or is it not that detailed?
I believe you can.
Like,
And then
can
it
you
would just be
push
like
off the
difficulty.
skeletons that this guy has around him, or something? Maybe.
There aren't skeletons around him. He's made out of pits of skeleton.
That's what I mean. Like, can you push that off of him? Like,
There's
is
a-
he layered
Yeah.
like a tiramisu?
It's
or
think of it
something?
more of a gust of air than an actual push.
It's like a utility spell.
Yeah.
Like, think of it like oh, you're in a dungeon and there's a box and you need to get the box in the square, but it's across the gap. Push. It's the sort of thing that you might get in a video game at some point to interact with things. So yeah, Pian, if you're gonna shoot your blowgun at it, then it is a intimidating task with no reduction because you're not Milo.
Okie dokie.
And you don't hate robots like I do.
Yeah. You don't hit. You also shoot through seemingly nothingness.
Do you have like limited ammo for a blowgun, or is it just like?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
She is now down to 11 darts.
Oh, so you start with the same numbers I did with the bow and arrow. Okay.
Yeah. It is now the creature's turn. Several of its limbs, which are not sort of fighty limbs, but like manipulative, fingery limbs, are grasping for Milo. I will need a speed defense.
Just one?
Just the one.
And
Difficulty
what difficulty?
5.
Okay.
Noise.
It grasps for the space where you are,
But I'm
and
too quick.
but you're
like greased
too
lightning.
greasy. Yeah,
Grease?
that's what they call you. They call you greased lightning. It's your guys' turn again.
I want.
Okay.
You go ahead, Beyond, if you have something more interesting than hit a thing.
I want to look around the room. I want to back up as far as I can and look around the room.
Yeah, is the floor still like sinking?
No, the floor stopped lowering. However, you are no longer like flush with the hallway and the door that brought you in. It is a large space, big enough for this massive creature and you guys to have plenty of room in your little engagement. It's a big cylinder now because it's elongated as the floor lowered. It's gold. The walls are sort of, not made of gold, but of a golden color. There is a door that will lead out in the same direction that the hallway led you in, but it's high up now and also closed.
Yeah.
It doesn't take an action to look around, so
Is there anything like of interest on the walls, or is just like gold sheeting, or like?
it's very smooth. It's an incredibly featureless room.
Okay. You go ahead and hit it. I'm gonna think.
Okay. Wreckage, I would like to staff him a question.
Staff him a question. Got it. All right, go ahead.
Pow.
You whiff through the nothingness.
Hell yeah.
Otter, you get a incredible sense that you guys are not equipped to fight a phase monster, apparently. But it's your turn.
I look. I already looked at the thing.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Battle Numenera actually reduces the difficulty of both speed defense rolls and attack rolls by 1 step. So that's my fault. I should know that.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
To speed defense? Might have on the first
It
one.
would not have prevented you from failing the fail that you failed.
What did I fail? By 13 the first time? No. 9. Okay. Wait, no, that's not it. No, that's totally it. 9 was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, you've dodged everything except for 1, so you don't actually have to worry. Otter, are you gonna do a thing? You gotta do a thing. It's your turn. You can take your time to think about it. You're new to the system.
I mean, I'm trying to like. So it's a featureless room.
Yep.
How high is how deep have we sunk?
You've sunk probably 10 feet, and the room was already 10 feet tall, so it's now like a 20-foot cylinder.
Okay.
So it's 10 foot to the doorway, I guess.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to make a suggestion?
Yes, absolutely. Piana's new. Make any suggestion.
From the description, this thing seems very top heavy. Push might be good to like push it over, and it might have a difficult time getting back up because it like had the big bulbous thing and like all the arms on the top.
Yeah, I guess because I was gonna say like, but the head didn't move, but the head was in like the ground. and now there's more of. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll try to push it.
All right, let's see what happens.
I mean, to put it into perspective, I don't have anything other than hit a dude right now that I can do. So
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have
I
any,
am.
devices
just
to
trying the
prevent
push for one time isn't that bad of a thing. So
Yeah.
Hold on, I am waiting for a pdf to load.
Puttif.
Yeah, a PDF. Unless
Ah.
somebody else wants to read out the exact wording of push.
for push, okay. You said it's a nano thing.
Yes.
Just Control F, push.
First tier nano esoteries.
I was muted. You push a creature or object an immediate distance in any direction you wish. You must be able to see the target, which must be your size or smaller, must not be affixed to anything, and must be within short range. The push is quick, and the force is too crude to be manipulated. For example, you can't use this esoteric to pull a lever or even to close a door.
Action.
So this won't work because he's.
He's too big.
Much
He's-
bigger.
Oh.
But I can say that we can have the dice determine that by making it an intimidating task.
Cool. Do you have anything that would reduce that? I mean, you can use intellect points, I guess, to drop it down.
As a course of effort, you can use intellect points.
Yeah. Unless you have like some sort of like esoteric skill. I don't know if you do or
No,
not.
I don't.
So basically, if you used push and one level of effort, which you can do, it would only cost you 3 int because you have an edge of 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Bam.
Yeah, I'm game to do that.
Wait, what? She has 2 edge in her. Oh, I guess she's a nano. Yeah.
Yep.
Wouldn't it cost her 1?
You don't tick down effort. No, it costs her. So push itself is 2. Effort is 3. It's a total cost of 5.
Yeah, but then
Because
she
edge of
removes
2.
2. Right. Yep.
So it's
gotcha.
total. So it's a total cost of 3.
I get you.
Yeah. So click on the challenging 5, and we'll see if maybe you
Nope.
push it real good. Dun, 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 dun,
Nah.
dun, 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 dun. Now I swear I gave you XP last game. Pian, did you not mark it down on your sheet?
I think I maybe I might not have.
All right. I definitely forget how much XP I gave you. And I think somebody gave you one for a intrusion as well.
I did. Yeah.
No, I used them.
Oh, you used your XP? Oh, you bought something already.
Yeah.
Ah,
I got
okay.
the extra edge.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Well then, we're all caught up because I was gonna say, well, you could use an XP to re-roll if you really, really wanted to. You, for want of other things to do, reach out with your mind and try and push it at its sort of stubby base, and the shimmering phase-like body that supports it barely ripples in response. The monster sort of wiggles and judders. It makes no noise like speech, but it sort of carries its body in such a way as that it is talking. It makes another triple attack, 2 at Milo, 1 at Otter.
Difficulty?
The difficulty is still 5 for speed.
So sorry. That'd be it's supposed to be 3 demanding for me. So what's a 3? I'm just gonna click 3.
No, it would go from 5 to 4.
Yeah, I have a speed defense, and then I also use Battle Numenera, which takes it down another step. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and that was a great roll.
that was a solid, amazing roll.
So would it's 9, right? The next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's still.
So the results actually don't really change.
Mm-hmm.
You dodge one, you get hit with another. That's 4 damage, except for it's reduced to 3. Piano, on the other hand, gets a free GM intrusion on her critical 1.
GG.
Yeah, Will.
It was fun. It was a fun 2-session, guys.
It's a very fun session. You get hit by a very mallet-like appendage.
Like an Acme mallet?
Yeah. And you have this terrifying sensation when it makes contact with you that isn't pain, which is what you expect to feel. Instead, there's an electric tingle through your whole body. You still take 4 damage reduced to 3 because of your shield. But when the mallet pulls away, you haven't been physically hit, you've been phased, and your legs have been phased into the floor and you can no longer move.
Great.
Okie dokie.
I mean, you're
Yes,
a
sir.
robo,
Got
you
them
could just
all.
cut off
Get new
those
ones.
legs and get new ones, right? So
Right?
Yeah.
Not a robot.
that's the fucking joke.
Anyway, it's your guys' turn again.
Am I taking damage?
Yeah, you took 3 damage as well,
Yeah.
but it's just a normal
I
attack.
understand. You
Normal
need to
critical.
say that though. So
I did say you take 4 damage reduced to 3.
I didn't hear that.
Well,
All right, I would like to continue my exciting tradition of hitting a robot, please.
with a stick. Yep.
Mhm.
No, yeah, that's totally chill.
So still difficulty 5.
Well, it's 6 down to 5.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been rolling it challenging, rolled down to difficult this entire time.
Well, I said the first time it's 6, but you have battles automaton, so it goes down to 5.
All right. Sweet. That's about how I expect everything to go today.
Yeah. So you do a thrusting attack with your pole
Mm-hmm.
into the monster's bosom. You thrust into the monster's bosom with your pole.
Mm-hmm.
The same electric feeling that Otter has just experienced, you additionally experience. But unlike Otter, who is phased into the floor, you are phased into the monster.
That's where all the skeletons came from.
Oh my
People
god.
punching it and getting stuck.
You are
This is dangerous.
you're like half in, half out. You don't take any damage from this situation.
Aside from being stuck half in a monster.
Stuck half in a monster, but what does start happening is that same voice that you spoke to earlier is now ringing in your head again.
Cool.
As he laughs. And like it's almost like he is mid-sentence. Puny mortals, your death will come at my hand. Your flesh will become my flesh. Your soul will become my soul.
Yeah, I'm just like, can't you say something a little more original than we're going to die?
Why would I say something other than what's going to happen?
Because I already know I'm going to die.
Well, you're going to die here and now.
It's like going to a fortune teller and then they say the exact thing that you thought that they were going to say.
You came in here knowing you were going to die?
Of course.
Okay.
He's just like, okay.
Oh, this is awkward now.
Well then.
I mean,
I guess I could
I'll
let you
just
go
kill
to
you.
change everything. Oh.
you're really taking the fun out of it, I've got to be honest.
That's what I do. I suck the
I
fun
guess
out
you
of
guys
death.
can just go, whatever.
I'm not into this anymore. Like, both phase out of the things that you're phased into.
He just walks off into the sunset after this. It's just like, bye.
You know what? You guys seem like cool people. Can we travel together?
Yeah. I need traveling partners. I'll charge you for it. It's like, oh, okay.
The trade route is blocked.
Yeah.
So with both of our heroes phased into traps, let's move
Giggity.
horizontally over to Ko and Monty.
Gee whiz, I hope our friends aren't dead.
Yeah.
I get the feeling there's a boss fight happening somewhere and we're just not included.
Did someone just phase into a trap?
That's me. Can't avoid a trap to save his life. Hey.
You guys are in a pretty like mundane hallway thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We just like there was just a door and we walked into it and that was it.
Yeah.
Hey,
you
that's
guys are
what we
going
did
down a hallway.
too.
Well, this isn't so bad, Monty, is it?
I don't know. I mean, not enough trees.
Nah.
Is this the same as the other hallway? How it's just like slightly curving?
Yeah,
and-
just curving ever so slightly over a long period of time.
And
I mean,
was there another door at the end of it, or are we literally
I mean-
we're trapped?
You don't know. You don't see the other end of the hallway.
Ah.
It is. You've been walking for a while.
Maybe I should push some buttons on that thing.
Do it.
I mean, okay. So we know, you know, the setting to open and close the doors.
Yes.
You know the one that did the rumble.
Yes.
What else did it do?
It turned off that generator thing that makes their,
Yeah, I don't
Material.
know if that's going to help us
and then some of them did nothing
that we know of.
that we know of.
Yeah.
And you haven't done all of the possible things either.
True.
You got like 4 left or something like that, I think.
Yeah. I don't think I've done number 4.
You haven't done 2, 3, or 4. No, you
2,
did
3, or
2.
4?
No,
yeah, I
you-
did 2.
You eventually
2.
did 2. You haven't done 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
You did 8, 7, 5, and 1,
And then
Wow,
2,
the memory on this kid.
and then
Holy
6.
and 2, and 6.
Yep.
They're all still on the thing.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh.
there's no memory. We're both just scrolled up to look at those.
Yeah.
hell.
3 and 4 are the 2 options you haven't done yet.
So, can I just call those out then? I don't know. Monty,
There are
what do you
8 configurations of this key.
Right.
You know
Can
that
he put it
it
in one of
doesn't.
the ones
They
he
aren't.
doesn't
They aren't
know?
necessarily numbered. You know
Right.
that there are 2 configurations you
That I haven't done.
Right.
What do you think, Monty?
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, you know,
I mean, at
we're in
this
a nice,
point,
quiet hallway. You know.
we could just. Can you run in that armor? We could run.
Yeah. I think we'll be all right. I'll go to the 3rd configuration.
Okay, so 3 of 8. The hallway lights for where you are shut off. It is now pitch black.
Shit.
Okay, not that one.
All right, so I'll do what I do to make the lights come back on. I guess.
All right,
Hit
you
the
do that same
reset-
configuration again.
Yeah.
The lights don't come back on.
Shit.
Do it again.
Yeah. I turned it off and back on again, and nothing's happening.
Right, so you do the 3rd configuration like over and over and over again.
It's just an infinite loop.
How many
this is
times do
my
you do
life
the 3rd
now.
configuration?
No. I'll try a 4th. I'll try the last one.
You try the 4th one?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
It's pitch black. Maybe something happens. Nothing that you can
See,
see occurs.
it's black.
Vin Diesel comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey.
Yeah. Come with me.
No one in this party has spent any of their incredibly valuable starting glow globes.
I'm about to crack one out
Yeah.
because I do start with 4, so I may as well use them.
Oh, you got to start with 4, huh? Cool.
I started with 2 adventure packs.
Interesting decision. But there you go. It gives you double the orbs, double the rope.
Well, no, it's part of the rugged.
It gives you a whole
descriptor. I
nother
get a
bag.
second. Yeah.
So you wear 2 backpacks.
Well, it gives me another 50 feet of rope, another 3 days rations, 3 torches, and 3 glow globes.
Oh,
Not
cool.
that you
All right.
need them.
All right.
Yeah.
So you crack a glow globe?
And we're still in the hallway and nothing's changed.
Yes, you are still in the hallway. The lights are off.
Everything's changed.
Well, we can see though, so that's going to help. When we did the rumble, nothing happened immediately with like that we could tell, right? It was just a rumble in the distance.
Yes.
Well, I thought one of the settings is what caused all this shifting to happen, wasn't it?
No, the shifting just happened. You didn't
Oh,
do.
okay.
You didn't fuck
Yeah,
with the key.
you
You were
opened
walking
the
down the
door.
hallway, and then everything started moving by itself. So it wasn't like you were just like, I'm gonna start dicking around with this thing, and oh no, I've gotten the whole party into danger.
I mean, that's
I mean-
kind of what happened a little bit, right?
And that's pretty much what I do. I fuck with stuff and then endanger the whole party.
It's true,
But
he does do that.
that's why I was asking. I thought I caused this. Fuck. Well, let's what do you say we see where this hallway goes?
I don't. Well, we could go back to the room, but there's. I mean, we may as well keep on, right? There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, maybe it loops around.
I hope not. That would just bring us around to the other side of the room that we were just in.
Right.
We'd be stuck there because there's no door on that side.
Who made this fucking hallway? Goes nowhere, just loops around. Perfect.
I mean, yeah, I'd say we probably just run, get some distance, try and see where it goes.
Sure. Okay. Why don't you roll me a might-based action? You don't have to spend anything here unless you want to. Difficulty 3. Just to see how much distance you cover in a period of time.
I am trained in running.
Then you lower it to 2 automatically. Good job.
10 and 11.
All right. Monty's a little in front. You know, he's a bit more.
Well, I've got the light, so I need to see where I'm going.
Well, no, I mean like, you have to temper your pace
See
a
ya,
little
nerd.
bit to Ko. Just a little bit.
He does.
Monty's
I mean,
just a little bit more of a runner than you, Ko. Is what is the sensation that you're.
He's got armor on. It's okay. I'm not judging him.
Yeah, no judgment here. You guys run for a noticeable period of time. And there's no features in the hallway appear. Like, I would say that you run far enough that you're starting to question.
Whether so we haven't reached anything, have we? Is what you're
You
saying?
haven't reached anything yet, but what I'm saying is you've covered enough ground that the doubt is starting to creep into your mind at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna put the glow globe on the floor
Okay,
and see if it rolls downhill.
it does not.
Okay, I'm just making sure we weren't like on a big spiraling ramp going down into hell.
can I make a suggestion, maybe?
Sure.
What about marking the walls? Because you might be just looping in a mirror or something like
Or,
that.
well, I mean, you've got a bunch of globes. I've got a couple.
Oh, I mean, like, it's
We could,
less...
like, leave a trail.
But you don't want to do that because the glow globes are, you know...
They're
How
expensive.
am I-
A little
how-
bit more valuable than.
Yeah. Then,
How
so
am I
you...
supposed to endanger the party if I can't leave a trail for the bad guys to find us?
Oh. It makes so much more sense about your
I don't know
character,
if I
man.
have anything. Do I have anything that I could use to mark the wall with?
I mean, he has
I mean,
claws,
we
so...
could light a torch and use like the charcoal to
Yeah,
something like that could work,
You
right?
could also cut the
that's a
wall
good idea.
or whatever.
I don't know if we can. It's synth. It's
Yeah, it's
That's
sense
right.
stuff.
Can I try and mark one of the walls with my knife?
Sure. Make an attack roll against the wall. Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 10. Okay. I cut a hole in
You
it.
cut a doorway
Through
in the
the
wall.
other
We're
side.
free.
Well,
Hang on a
no,
second, guys.
so
I just need to cut reality for you. There's
You
the
We
way.
are-
solved the hallway puzzle.
you are open here to a major effect.
Connect to our group, man. Come on, that'd be fun.
Oh my god, do it.
Would that be possible for me to like cut a hole in it and see through that there's those guys fighting the monster?
That's a bit much even for a major effect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it would be
I
pretty cool.
I mean,
would-
he's a werewolf
I
who
would-
controls time and space. I mean, why is that hard to believe? So
I would
I'll read
focus
that
your
fan
major
fiction.
effect on the fact that you are going to damage the wall. You're going to damage it really, really well.
yeah.
What sort of bonus result do you want to see out of that?
What about like get another cipher out of the wall? Like you just cut it and there's a cipher in the wall or something.
I mean, that's pretty boring for a 20. That's
But it
something
would be
you-
totally viable.
It would.
Are you full on ciphers?
I've actually got 4 ciphers right now, so
Holy shit.
So you are over full on ciphers.
yeah, I only just got that the nectar dispenser.
Right.
Actually, speaking of which, I should probably give Ko my shock nodule because I can't really use it. It
Yeah, I
attaches
have
to a-
0 ciphers, so.
Yeah. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
Well, if you had 0 ciphers, finding another cipher would be good. Just fill
It's
up.
true.
That's true.
I mean, unless it's like something like you find something out about the synth, because we had
That's what I'm trying to think of something more that would help us. in the
because we had
situation.
questions about that machine that built synth right above us, and
Doesn't that make the concrete stuff that
It
they
makes
use?
it makes like a concrete putty thing.
oh, so it doesn't make the synth.
It doesn't
Okay.
make the synth. You could. I tell you what. I'll make an offer here for your major effect. Let me see how you feel about it. You could damage a random bit of technology, a random system, and I could throw together a quick little like 1d8 for what happens if you wanted to roll the dice, and I'd say about a third of them would be a positive result, but like a really positive result.
Doesn't. I like rolling the dice. I do like leaving things up to chance.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Roll me.
I cut a wire or something and it breaks something.
So here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna roll me a 1d8. 8 is gonna be the best result. 1's gonna be the worst. 8 and 7 are gonna be very positive. 6 is gonna be okay. 5 like maybe neutral. So like, give me a 1d8.
But
If I roll
is there
a 1, am I going to be electrocuted to death? Is that what you're telling me here?
well,
If you roll a 1, then something bad's gonna happen. Okay,
Hey.
so pretty okay, not amazing.
I love Wreckage's little sly like, yeah, you got a 20. I'll give you a chance to roll terribly.
Well, nobody else was thinking of like, I made the offer, right? He didn't have to accept. He didn't know what else he wanted to do with his major effect. I'm moving it along here. You bury your dagger into the wall, and you can feel something snap when you get through. Some bit of tension breaks on the other end of your knife. There's a brief flash of electricity, and the hallway rumbles as
In excitement.
it begins to move as the hallways have moved previously. But it finishes about halfway, and in the light of your glow globe, you can see that basically the hallway that you're in moved slightly from the hallway that you were continuing to travel down. And there is another hallway on the other side of that wall.
So it's like 2 hallways, and we've kind of shifted over to the next one, but there's a
Yes.
hallway here as well, and it's only halfway between the 2. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yeah. It
Okay.
like basically jerked a little bit, and now there's a hallway that you weren't currently running down that you can run down.
I'm not sure we've improved the situation at all with this, but we've marked the wall.
You've marked things, and it's important to note that this other hallway curves in the other direction.
Oh, fuck me.
So it's definitely a distinct hallway, a different hallway that curves in a
Are the
different
lights on
direction.
in this new hallway?
No. But I'll remind you as meta knowledge that this was supposed to be a pretty okay result.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we're just continuing on down the hallway, aren't we?
Yeah, but the new hallway, right?
I mean, it's
The
new.
better hallway.
I mean, they keep saying that it's new and it's better, but personally, I just can't taste the difference.
It's hallway 2.0.
Do you take the new hallway?
Sure.
I think we should.
Very just moving enough just so you can see past the curve. There's a door.
I fixed it.
Good job. I knew you could do it.
I
I gotta stop messing with this thing.
Is it the same one that he has to mess with the thing to open? Is it one of those doors?
No, this is a door that does not look like previous doors.
Okay. Does it
This looks
have a
like one of the doors that opened itself when after the hallway shifted. Like for your presence. And it is definitely not opening to your presence now.
Okay.
Can we
It doesn't say like. Oh, go ahead.
Kind of walk through it, but it's not working. Just like kind of bump into it, see if it opens.
Yeah, it doesn't open.
No, okay.
It doesn't
making
say
sure.
like don't open dead inside or anything like that, does it?
No.
Okay.
Are there any devices on the walls or
Nope.
button holes? Anything?
It is a very it is a door that parts in the middle to open in either direction, like slide into the wall. It's got a seam right in the middle.
Can we try
It's-
to force it?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, can we like? Try to
You can try and
force it?
force it.
Yeah.
Does anybody implement a tool here of any kind?
Well, I mean, I do have a knife, maybe that I could shove in there for leverage.
Sure. Why don't you both give me a might-based action? Ko's will be difficulty 3. Monty's will be difficulty 4.
Okay. Hey.
Wow, Monty still roll. Okay.
And that was a 3 anyway.
What would you like for your major effect?
Well, that's tough. I mean,
Open another
what kind
random
of-
hallway, man. Come on, do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Look, I'm sorry that you're getting major effects on stabbing walls,
Opening a door, I know. It's hard to fucking.
but
come
this
up with
is
The door opens really good.
Yeah.
Open the hallway up to Nye. Just like
When you
Alright,
pull your
guys.
knife,
Yeah.
How's it going?
Like, can it be that this is the door that Nye is behind?
no.
she's behind no doors, man.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like on a platform with nothing around me.
True. True.
This door is. I already know what the door is.
Sure.
Somehow this has to be a major effect, literally from how well you open the door. So keep that in mind. Major effects don't let you. Oh, I rolled to identify this Numenera and I had a major effect, so I'd like the king to like me more. Like, unless the king's involved somehow, you can't do like a tangential major effect. So
You
Again-
break off the door and there is a cipher inside.
ciphers, shines, that's a possibility. Shins, sorry.
what if he gets familiarity with breaking and entering?
He
He's
could
really
get-
good at prying
I
doors
would
open.
I would allow you to have a +3 to forcing doors in this dungeon going forward.
Oh, in this dungeon.
That's pretty good.
I mean, a +3 is not bad. That's
Yeah.
That's one step, basically.
Yeah.
+3 is exactly one step.
That's.
But think of
actually,
the
that's a
shins,
good
man.
idea.
Think of the shins. You,
Shins
you,
and ciphers.
you
You
crack
open the
open a
door
door
and
and shins
point-
fall onto you.
Shins
you know?
fall
like,
out.
yeah.
This is where Scrooge McDuck lives.
You don't have
Uh,
any ciphers, so it would be totally valid.
Yeah, I think I should take a cipher, honestly, because I just don't have any.
All right, why don't you roll me a 1d100?
Wait, doesn't he have to identify the thing?
well, he's got to know what it is. So.
Okay.
And now roll it again, because that's on the other chart.
Oh. Everything's
All right, I
on
need
the
you to
other
roll
chart.
1d6.
You got a second folding dimension. Yeah.
Aw.
This is a little boring, it has to be said. You get a warmth projector.
I feel
this is
warmly about you. I'm gonna project warmth onto your body.
as part of your major effect, it's just identified, like you just know what it is.
Oh, cool.
A warmth projector. This keeps the user warm in the harshest of cold temperatures for 28 hours once activated. During this time, the user also has armor equal to the cipher level against anything that damages through heat or cold.
Oh, that's not so bad.
That's actually pretty good.
That's not too
So
bad.
what? 2 armor against cold
against heat or
monsters? Okay, yeah, that's.
Anything that it has sort of a like energy base.
Is the cold
you to be
unwarming arms of the undead appropriate?
I mean, if so his second phase has an attack that deals bonus cold damage, so it'll work against that.
If I know Wreckage, he'll make a monster that doesn't allow you to use your explodey arm tool on, like he did.
That's right.
Hey, Wreckage, does it have any flesh? None. It's like, okay.
I'm also gonna hand
I'm
over
not
my
designing things based on the ciphers you have at the moment.
I
Okay?
get it. It just feels like you are.
Okay, I know it feels that way. The doors open, and this piece of cipher just falls into your hands.
Wait.
On the other side of the door is what perhaps once was a well-lit room is now dimly lit by fluorescent goo in jars that line circular shelves that are pillars that dot the room.
Okay.
So
it's like columns of goo, right?
Well, no. There are columns that have circular shelves on them.
Right, that
are
have
randomly
goo on
placed that
Yeah.
have jars in them
Right.
on the shelves that are filled with fluorescent goo.
Are they
Understood.
just normal sized jars? Just
Vaguely the size of a human head, and half of them have brains in them.
Oh.
oh. If only we had someone here that could speak to dead things.
Mm-hmm. Bring him with you. I mean, you can.
Hey.
I mean, I'm probably going to. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take one. Fuck, I want to take one of the ones with a brain in it.
All right. So the jar, of course, isn't like a human modern era jar for pickling or candied yams.
Candied yams? What the fuck
I don't
do
know.
you eat at your house?
Whatever
don't
people
eat
put
any
in
of these
jars.
I don't have jars. I'm guessing what.
I
other
don't.
people
What do people put in jars?
Like marmalade.
Candied
Yeah,
yams.
like kidneys or something. So this is a space jar. Woo.
Is it like the Futurama head jars? Like.
Almost actually, yeah. The top,
Candied.
the bottom is space glass. The top is some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Apparatus.
For
The top has
touching-
an apparatus
For drinking the liquid, like.
for
It's a straw,
being.
isn't it?
No, it's a thing. It's a whatever.
Is it attached to something, or is it just there's something stuck on top?
No,
of it?
these jars are literally just resting on these shelves, but they
Oh, okay.
have the apparatus. It's like a lid, but also with perhaps controls and perhaps like ports for things. Therefore, apparatus is the best
Okay.
possible description.
Can I identify what it does?
With a Numenera identification roll,
Yeah.
which would be challenging.
Sure. Is that before or after my Numenera training?
Before, so it would go down to 4.
Okay, I'll see if I can figure it out.
You can also put effort into it with int.
I can, can't I?
Yeah, you can.
I'm hurting for the int a little bit, but let's do it.
It would only take 2 int points because you do have an edge.
Yeah. So that's down to
3.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
needed it.
Nice.
If you hadn't done the effort, you would have failed. Yeah, this you're not hip to exactly what the purpose of this device is. But you do understand how each individual part of the apparatus functions. So this here is like a port for adding the goo that is in there, or perhaps draining it. This is a thing that would plug into another Numenera. This appears to be a battery, and this appears to be a switch of some kind.
I didn't identify much at all, did I? It's like, oh, this is the bit that's got the hole in it. And
Well,
this is the
so
bit that's got a thing stuck in
The
it.
point is, now, later on, if you tell me wreckage, I would like to do XYZ with this thing, or wreckage, is this the thing that this would connect? Like, I can't
Could you
codify how it works because it's impossible future technology, and I'm not a theoretical physicist.
Since he succeeded, could he use this to power a Numenera that's already depowered?
I thought you were a doctor.
Yeah, biology and English.
Biology
Anyway.
and English.
And poopology.
Fuck your plants.
So, the point is, you comprehend this device, and there's a switch on it that definitely activates or deactivates something.
Should we flip a switch?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it, man. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm asking Co. Like, should we?
I mean, we might as well. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah, Milo rings in your ear.
I flip the switch. As soon
You're
as he says that,
already dead.
What's the worst that could happen?
Your life is meaningless until the point you die.
You press the button, and we go to our first hour break. Fluorescent goo in the brain jar dims to being sort of off. And for a moment, you think that's all that's going to happen. And then, as you hold it in your hands, it starts screaming at you.
Turn it back on.
You press the
Press
button
the
and
button.
nothing happens.
Oh, God.
I throw
Okay.
it.
What happened?
Wait, the jar's talking to me.
Can I hear it too?
Yeah.
It's like a speaker or something on top of the thing that's making it talk, or is it like projecting noise? Just
Noise
Yeah.
seems to just be coming out of it.
Jesus. So this is what the kid feels like, huh?
What happened? What's going on?
You're a brain in a jar. Relax. You're going to be fine.
I'm not dead.
Excuse me?
Who are you?
My name is Philandus.
Okay, and what's the last thing you remember?
I was running through some hallways with my companions, and we were very scared of something. And it's a little blurry at that point. And now I'm here. Why are you so much taller than me?
You can see me?
Yeah.
And Monty can understand him.
Yeah. He's speaking Ambrosian.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of hold the jar up so that he can see all of the other jars. Like, I'm going to like turn the brain towards the wall of jars.
Turn the brain towards the jars.
Well, that's freaky. A bunch of brains in jars. What did you just say?
You're in one of these.
What do you mean?
You are a brain in a jar.
I don't understand.
You no
If
longer
you-
have a body.
If you look at what we're pointing you at, that is what we see when we look at you.
So what you're telling me is that I am a brain in a jar.
Yes.
Would appear to be the situation, yes.
That's preposterous.
You would think so, but here we are.
If you think it's preposterous, we're talking to a brain in a jar.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. It's been a while since I talked to anybody. How are you guys?
How long has it been
man.
since you talked?
They're running in hallways.
Well, that's no good. That's how I wound
yeah.
up here.
I'm a little concerned, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, I guess it's not so bad.
Do you feel pain?
No.
That could be worse.
Aside from the screen.
I don't feel anything.
Okay, I mean, you.
How many people were you with?
About 5.
Okay.
How many corpses did we find upstairs, wreckage?
Like 7.
Okay.
What year was it when you entered the hallways?
Oh well, people don't really keep track of years uniformly across, all over the place. So I don't know if that would do you any good.
I think it would, because I can understand exactly what you're saying. You're speaking my language.
Oh, am I?
You are.
Oh, that's
I mean, I can understand you.
That's a very small region that speaks that language.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives you a year that is in the calendar of the valley.
Right.
That is 600 years ago.
Well, I don't suppose there's any chance you know how you got in here, or more importantly, how we can get out.
Well, we can get out of a room that's just a shed on the property of this manse looking place.
Yeah, that's how we got in.
Right. That's how you get out too, I presume. We didn't get out because I'm in a brain in a jar.
No, things didn't go too well for you, huh?
No, I mean I didn't get out. I sure hope my friends did.
You wouldn't happen to know someone named Otter, would you?
Yeah, I know Otter.
She got out. No, actually, technically, she still hasn't gotten out. She's still in here though.
But she's okay.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
She seemed okay.
Oh well, I mean, you guys must have shown up only an hour later or something. You must have been right behind us.
I don't think she's been down here for very long.
Oh, I mean that's real convenient of you guys. We got to get out of here before you end up as a brain in a jar.
Yeah, I think we'll make our way to getting out of here and not.
Now, I hate to be a bother, but do you have a spare backpack or something?
I can put you in my backpack. I can definitely take you with us. I think that would be a thing I will probably take. But let's take the brain in the jar. Do you want a brain in the jar? You can grab one. There's plenty
I think-
full.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a brain.
All right, you're gonna grab another jar.
Yeah. And I'm gonna mimic what Monty did and push the button.
It turns so just like Monty's, the fluorescent goo dims, and it starts screaming.
Mhm.
Only you can see rippling electricity in the gel, and it doesn't stop screaming.
Huh. This one must be broken, and I'll just throw it on the ground.
It shatters and stops screaming.
Problem solved.
Fixed it.
Fixed
I
it.
am extremely unokay with what just transpired.
Don't worry about it.
You're
I would never do
I'm
that to you.
extremely worried about it.
You're a
I
brain
would
in the
never do
jar.
that
You
to
don't have
you.
much.
What if that was
I'll
one of my
never-
friends?
Well, it was obviously in pain.
Clearly in pain. You don't feel pain. That one was feeling pain, so it was a mercy.
Okay. can we not turn on any more of these jars?
Maybe.
Sure.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just put you in my backpack now. So don't panic.
Okay. It's the first time I've ever been in a backpack.
You'll like it. There's a nice silk blanket in there. I'll sit you on
Okay.
that.
All right.
That you can't feel through the glass.
Yeah, I put him in my backpack and close it up and put it back on.
Oh, he's a brain. He can count the thread count, right? That's what he can do.
Okay. I open the backpack. What?
I just realized I can't see shit when you put me in a backpack, and that's not.
You suggested it.
Well, I didn't know how I was. Look, I get, but like, the only thing I can do is see and hear, and talk.
For someone that's all brain, you're not very smart.
I disagree. I'm incredibly intelligent.
All right.
All right. Well,
I had like an int pool of 25 before I was turned into a brain in a jar. I'll have you know.
Shit. How did you lose?
That's what worries me.
Yeah, that's what's worrying me because I don't have that. I'm not. We should really consider getting away from whatever put these goes in these jars.
Yes, let's leave.
Are there any other doors or ways out of this room other than the one we came in?
I was never in this room before.
I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking the GM. Yeah, sorry.
My imp pool's 11, by the way, so we might be fucked.
I'm gonna.
Mine's 12, but it's down to 4 right now. Actually, can I take a recovery roll while we're here?
Oh yeah, as long as it's. I mean, whatever
I
time.
haven't used any. Yes, I can use my one action.
Yeah, then absolutely, and also you could also use your 10-minute one if you just said that you guys wait for 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know if I'll need it.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't need it.
All right, I'm
me up
moving
there.
the scene sideways over to Nye.
Okay.
Hey,
Nye, do you remember what happened last week?
I'm sad and alone.
Yeah, but like specifically.
I'm sad and alone and surrounded by nothingness.
And
I'm sitting on a metal circle.
I
heard something.
Yes, what did you hear?
I forget now.
Flapping.
Right.
Flapping in the nothingness.
Right. So I kind of stand up. Does anything come into my current long range view?
No. The flapping draws nearer.
Okay.
It draws nigh.
I hate you.
Let's see. I'm assuming.
The flapping draws nearer.
I'm gonna wait for it to come into my vision.
The flapping draws nearer.
Okay. Yeah.
The flapping draws near. Wait a minute. That sounds like it's well within your vision.
And I still can't see anything.
Yeah, that's getting pretty close. Flapping draws nearer, actually.
That's weird because
The flapping
I can
draws
see
nigh.
everything.
Yeah, you can see everything.
Why
Unless
is it cheating?
Why is it cheating?
Why is it cheating?
Why is it cheating?
Why are you cheating?
The flapping draws nearer.
Don't worry, you can't use your powers to work out what it is because it talks to you when it's dead. It's cool. Just go with it.
I'll kind of look around. It's weird because my instinct is to look around, but Nye doesn't look around because she doesn't need to look around.
Right.
So I think she just
focuses.
gets right. Yeah.
She focuses around.
I just realized that
think
you
so.
have the power of a third-person camera.
Yes. Nye just has a really confused look on her face, and I think she hello.
The flapping draws nearer.
Okay, that's not working. Is there a crowd I can blend into? I'm good at blending into a crowd.
No.
My hand goes to my razor ring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't draw it, but it's there.
Okay. The flapping draws nearer.
How near is it?
It's probably about 20 feet away.
Yeah, I should definitely be able to see it. Mm, uh,
15 feet.
which way is it coming from?
Right in front of you. Well, I assume you're presently oriented towards it.
Okay.
But I assume.
Just one of the ways that's
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like coming along the wall. It's coming from straight out from the void.
Okay.
10 feet.
I pull the razor ring out.
Okay.
I'm ready to fight.
Right. It sounds like it's right in front of you.
Going to attack the darkness.
Shoot magic missile to darkness.
It sounds like it's right in front of you.
I'm just kidding. I don't have magic missile.
This is as close as it's gonna get. This is your chance to strike first, or be struck, perhaps, or not. Who knows?
So does it sound like it's coming in fast, or is it just kind of like coming over?
It is coming in fast for the sake of, you know, the game. It hasn't closed at the exact speed that it would in reality.
Well, like, should I be wanting to dodge this, or like?
Oh, it's not like a bullet. It's coming at you like at the speed that perhaps
Like something swooping him.
It's coming in at the speed of what's a really, really good analogy for this much speed?
Like a duck?
Like a duck.
Is it a duck?
Is it a duck?
It's a horse, actually.
Ah. It's a magic invisible duck.
It's
horse.
a goose.
I am just going to try to just move because I don't want to swing at it because I don't know
What it is, yeah.
Right, so I'm just gonna try to move so I don't get hit by the maybe not thing that is maybe not there.
Okay. Give me a speed defense roll.
Okay. I will speed defend, or I will
Difficulty
effortless.
4.
Now it's difficulty 3
Oh, okay.
because I effort.
Okay.
Haha.
Okay.
Haha.
Okay. You step out of the way at the last second,
Mhm.
and you definitely feel along your clothes the sensation of the jostling of the air, as if some sort of winged thing was passing through that space right next to you. It moves a little past the point that you were, and stops and turns back towards you.
Can I tell by the sound or like?
Yeah, you've got a pretty good bead on, like, it's a really, imagine a chicken in
Got
like
it.
Legend of Zelda.
Got it.
That's how flappy it is. It's like super flappy.
Don't
Okay.
attack it.
So you got its bearing like perfect.
Can I touch it? Is it close enough to touch it?
You could reach out and touch it.
I touch it.
You touch it?
I touch it.
That sounds like a question. Do you
It kind of is.
Touch it, Tux. Just
I
touch
touch it. I touch it.
All right. Make a might defense action.
Okay.
This is difficulty 4 as well.
Aha.
You
Yes.
reach out, and you don't feel something physical, but there is a space
Feels
where
something
as you're-
emotional.
Ah.
you sort of feel violet. Your hand passes through a space that electrically tingles your nerves as you pass through it, but you don't feel a physical thing there.
Oh my god.
Whew. Well then.
Quick, give up.
Play dead.
Eat it, man. Just kill it and eat it. Sustenance.
There's nothing there.
Just strike at the air. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna pull out my image projector. I'm gonna put my image on it.
All right, let me.
Oh, this is like Indiana Jones throwing sand on an invisible.
Right, exactly.
But it's so flappy you can't see it.
All right, hold on a second. Let me look at the image projector.
It's a headband thing.
Sweet. I like it. Go on.
It projects a feast with movement, sound, and smell.
Look at that dead chicken moving around.
And I put it on the flapper.
Nice. Go on.
This is a great idea. That I'm not sure works because I think the thing actually reads that it like creates a image in a space that you dictate as opposed to like on a surface. Like I think it's a hologram projector, not a.
Right.
I think he wants to put the projector on the flappy thing.
Yeah, so that he can see the form of the flappy thing.
Right. I know what you're I know what you're intending is like if you had a.
Right. I'm like holding the thing. I push it. The thing is like, oh hey, a feast, and it's like, the thing is in it, so I can kind of see it in a way.
Because it'll distort the image.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So you create the feast, which you can see, and then in the null space of the image where it is being disturbed by the movement of the creature, you see some sort of like Zapdos-looking motherfucker in that it's
Ooh.
like its wings go in every direction, like too many directions.
Uh-huh.
You have a master ball, right?
And
Don't use a
spiky
master
and-
ball. Use a great ball, man. Ultra ball.
And the wings themselves sort of rotate like gears around each other to create flight.
Oh, it's a drone. Okay. All you gotta do is shoot it down, man.
I need you to make another speed
I
defense.
can't shoot. 4.
4.
Hot dog.
You are eaten by a hot dog.
Oh no.
No, that's fine.
You- now that you can see it better, like you dodge right out of the way as it makes another lunge at you, another
Clunge.
flight-based lunge.
I put my hat on it.
Nice.
Why?
So then I can see it even better.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean,
already see it perfectly well.
I have nothing else I can do.
Hit it with your ring thing.
Maybe I don't wanna. Maybe I'm not violent.
Okay. Sure. You want to put your hat on it?
No, I don't actually put my hat on it.
Okay.
I'm going to assume at this point,
Assume
after
the
attempting
fetal
to
position.
communicate, I say hello in both Ambrosian and Nephanese.
It squawks in beast.
Okay, after attempting to communicate with it, I can assume that it is not sentient, so I will attack it.
nice. Do it.
All right. Make me. No, not make me. Make an attack. Difficulty 6.
What?
It's an
well,
invisible flying bird that you can barely see.
But it's covered in my food.
It's true. It is covered in your food.
My food.
Well, I hold light weapons that makes it go down 1.
Yep. And you might effort if you want it.
Why not? Okay, so 4 now.
Yep.
Badoosh. Haha.
Minor effect. What would you like your minor effect to be? You can get +1 damage.
It turns
Or
into an extra
other
chicken that you can eat.
things.
I take off part of its flying thing so it can't move as easy. Is that
Sure.
too much or?
Nope. Well, so in this case, it will be hindered as much as a 17 would hinder it. It's like when you say I want to hinder it, right? If you're saying that on a 20 is a significant amount of hindrance.
Okay.
If you're saying it on a 17, it's a very small amount of hindrance. You understand?
Got it. All right. I'll do damage then.
Okay, +1 damage. So what is your damage? What does your weapon deal?
It's a light, so 2.
So 3 total?
Yeah, 3 total then.
You definitely feel contact somehow, even though you didn't with your hand and you pass through it. You definitely feel, the sensation that you feel when you cut something, which is your
Strange.
blade is moving along and then it slows down for a little while and then speeds back up after you're out of the thing. And also there's blood. And by the way, there's blood.
Okay.
Totally visible blood splatters everywhere. Quite a lot of it. You hit this thing quite significantly.
Mm-hmm.
It howls or squawks. It makes a pained sound.
Sure.
You're an animal abuser.
No.
PETA shows up.
I'm defending myself.
PETA shows up.
I attempted to communicate with it.
PETA shows up, and
I did my due diligence.
They've got videos, and they douse you in blood.
I was going to give it a nice hat.
Are you wearing animal hides?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm wearing clothing.
Made of animal hides.
No, it's like cotton or some shit.
Yeah, they have cotton in Ambrosia. They have
plastic.
I don't know the mercantile technology of the Ambrosia Valley.
Anyway, the beast is wounded. It attacks you again, not as well as previously. You need a speed defense of 3.
Aha. Oh no.
It hits you for 3 damage.
Oh no, I'm not doing so hot.
Oh dear.
I swing at it.
It's okay.
All right, this time it is only difficulty 5 starting.
Okay, so it's down to 4. Okay, here we go. Oh no.
Wow.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah, you whiff. It's it's the monster that it is. It's
Yep.
a hardly visible monster.
Mhm.
Make another speed defense of 3.
Okay. Oh no.
You
This
take
isn't
3
good,
damage.
guys.
It's getting better.
Another 3.
Yep.
Okay, I swing at it.
Shh, it's okay. Just give in to death. It's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Difficulty 3 again.
And not to swing. It's 5 to hit right now.
Okay, so then down to 4. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no.
Wow. Does he
XP.
get? Is it like Monopoly, where like he's rolling doubles, so he gets like extra moves?
No.
XP, because if I don't, the things are gonna get even worse.
That is.
Aha!
Oh,
Hey!
I will allow your major effect to be that you don't spend the XP you just spent.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So you hit the thing again. There's more blood, and suddenly it comes full on into view as it dies, landing on the ground.
Now what do I see?
It's a Zapdos-looking motherfucker
Mhm.
with wings that go out in pretty much every single direction. In the center, where there might be, say, like a bird beak and a bird body and like a bird butt, instead there is a human skull and a human rib cage.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Well, I mean, you can still eat it if you want.
Okay. I just toss my headband into the void because I don't need it anymore.
All right, the projection of a feast goes tumbling into the void out of your view.
All right.
All the sights, sounds, and smells of a feast go tumbling into the void.
When you put it like that,
Can I check it for things?
Sure.
Okay.
Difficulty 4 of a roll.
I check it for things.
Base, if you care.
Yeah, I'll int it.
Oh, you will int it.
Aha.
Wellington.
What would you like your minor effect, incredibly minor effect, to be?
Could it be a better thing than what I would have found normally?
Sure.
Okay. I find thing +1.
Right. Roll me a cipher.
D1 hundo. It's a cipher of get back to somewhere in the world.
That would be too good.
It's a ring of far seeing.
He's already got Farsi.
for about another 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just an hour, huh?
Very soon I'll be back to my 10-foot sphere. I'll be a little more terrified.
Hopefully we'll get out of here in an hour.
What it do with the cipher?
I'm looking it up. Please hold.
Okay, got it. Well, a terrifying encounter. My supervision couldn't even see it. What the hell? It's like I was blind or something.
You're blind to you're blind to horrific things, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Hold on a second.
Oh my god, how long does it take you to look up a cipher?
Oh my
Jeez,
god.
Kraken, hurry up.
As the GM, you should already know how to do all these things, right? You should learn every cipher by default.
Yeah.
Yeah, every of the 200 ciphers.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
that's all this game is.
You
It's just
failed us. You
just
failed
ciphers,
us.
right?
Okay.
All right, I need you to roll a 1d6.
I'll
Plus
do that.
1.
What?
Plus 1.
1d6 plus 1?
Yeah, this is your plus 1.
Aha.
6. So, I now need you.
Okay.
And we want to know about. Oh wait, no. Okay, this is a pill.
Okay.
It is an ingestible pill.
Pill.
That kills you because it's cyanide.
Oh.
And other than that, you don't know because you haven't used an identification roll.
Quickly, eat it. What could go wrong? After seeing that feast, you're real hungry. You know. Found this pill on the ground. Fuck it, man.
Do I have time to check it, or did you want to move on?
No, you can. I mean, you can make the attempt to identify it.
Okay, I try to check it.
That is an identify Numenera difficulty 4.
Badoosh. Aha!
Oh, you did it!
I did the thing.
You can tell that this pill is an ingestible skill boost. The effect is to dramatically but temporarily alter the user's mind and body so he or she can perform one specific physical action with the difficulty decreased by 3 steps. Once activated, this boost can be used a number of times equal to the cipher's level, which is 6. But only within the next 28-hour period.
Damn.
The boost takes effect each time the action is performed, so you can't do an action with the boost applied, then do the same action but not apply the boost, and then apply the boost afterwards, right?
So basically, it's my next. I take the pill, and my next 6 actions are decreased by 3.
No, because the specific action must now be determined
Oh, okay.
with a D100 roll.
Got it. Okay, so this really cool sounding thing may be completely useless.
You might be able to fart really well.
No, it's incredibly useful as a matter of fact. This skill boost will boost speed defense rolls.
Oh, damn.
That's pretty good.
By 3 steps, 6 times for 28 hours
Speed
after
defense.
ingested.
Sweet.
That's like one combat encounter.
I mean, it's a pill of the Flash.
Yeah, I get a flash pill.
Untouchable.
Sweet.
Because if it reduces it to a 0, it's an automatic success, isn't it?
Yeah. But, like, just with this pill, a lot of attacks are going to be, like, still 1. But, 1 is
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, cool.
And
Awesome.
then you can also just spend effort to automatically succeed. Remember, if you reduce your difficulty to 0 through any means, it is an automatic success.
You still got to roll for it, in case you get a 1.
Is it a speed defense roll to fly?
You'll have to make a speed defense roll when you hit the ground.
But the difficulty of that is 50, so...
Wait,
difficulty 10.
So you use a speed defense to reduce the speed that you're going so that it doesn't become
There we go.
lethal?
No, the speed defense is to tuck and roll.
Oh, okay.
Or to
You
tuck
just
and roll.
Hey, remember that thing you do where you suck all the fun out of everything?
Tucking and
All right,
rolling is fun.
I
Yeah,
put the
but-
pill away.
Slowing down because you have speed defense is better.
I put the pill away. I slip my razor ring back into its razor ring slot.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm still stuck on a platform surrounded by nothingness. So
I want you to roll a difficulty 4.
difficulty for what?
Int based.
Int based? All right,
Perception-based.
I will int it.
I will lower that down, whatever it is that's
Damn.
happening. You can cut the wall. We've seen it happen, man.
Now it's 3. And nothing happens.
That didn't help.
Heyo.
Your head hurts.
It does. I would like to take my 1 and could I use my 10-minute?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I will do those.
Actually, your skill applied here.
Huh?
Your
skill?
skill, seeing through deception.
The
applies
GM's telling you bullshit.
Ah.
So, and with that additional reduction, you would have succeeded.
I have the common sense trait wreckage, so this couldn't have happened to me.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
remember when you viciously and gorily slaughtered this horrible?
When I defended myself.
This horrible,
Oh,
When I defended myself.
this horrible, desecration of all that is good and holy.
Those are your words.
And blood went everywhere.
Yeah.
You can see some blood
Sweet.
resting
He
on
even had an Indiana Jones reference earlier. Come on, man.
resting on the void where more hallway should be. Oh.
Well then. I will carefully kind of like put my foot there.
You feel solid ground underneath your foot.
Is this like
Okay.
what was the line that they use in that movie? Is it the penitent man should pass? Oh no, that's
No,
something
that's
else.
for the blades.
That's for the blades. What's the other
This
thing?
one
This is
is-
a leap of faith or something like that.
Yeah, this one was leap of faith.
Okay.
Um,
yeah.
Which direction is it in?
Well, the blood splatter was in the direction that the horrible creature came from.
Okay.
But you could test the other direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say I tried the other direction.
There's also hallway in that direction.
Wait,
Okay.
so her supervision
floor,
can't
anyway.
see is still like unaffected by like invisibility stuff.
Well, it's
I don't
like
know. Nobody else is here, so nobody who doesn't have special eyes can see what's
I
going
like
on.
the idea that you're like this is just a normal hallway to everyone, but you're just like, well, it looks like an internal abyss to
God.
me. That's great.
Do I have anything in my explorer's pack that like could roll?
The glow orbs are orbs.
Do I want to waste a glow orb for this?
It's
I
only a
mean-
waste if it turns out that the hallway suddenly ceases to exist somewhere along.
Well, see, I don't test it, and then that's when I fall.
you could also just carefully place each foot as you go. You could, in other words, not just bolt down this invisible hallway.
But I'm scared.
Every footstep requires you make a speed defense to see whether or not you put your full weight on it.
You butt scooch down the hallway like so your legs can like if your ankles hit the ground, then you just,
Wait,
and there's no ground there, then you just kind of like your knees like hit it and it's fine.
you're blind,
Butt
right?
scooch.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
use your walking stick?
I don't have a walking stick.
You don't have a cane to fake being blind?
No.
What kind of daredevil are you?
Yeah, I'll carefully start walking down an invisible hallway.
All right.
Back from whence I came.
There is no issue. You eventually, in the void, like bump into the wall and realize that the slight curve that the hallway had is still there. So you just sort of be mindful of the curve and you'll be fine. And you head down back the way you came. Side move to Milo and Otter.
All right, I want to attempt to negotiate with this thing.
Sure. You are currently mind togethered with it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, let me out, leave us alone, or I'll blow us both up.
No,
You don't think I'll blow us both up? Because I will.
I don't think you have the means, or you would have used them against me already.
Oh, I was saving it for something threatening.
I'm pretty threatening.
I mean, if you want to believe that, sure.
This shit always goes well for you, Dave.
Yeah,
Always.
can I make a roll or something like that?
Sure. An int-based thing, and what you've said so far will place this at difficulty 7.
Oh, fuck you, Wreckage. What's a 7 on the difficulty scale? Is that like a 20?
Well, let's just see real quick. It's 21, actually.
What the fuck?
So the only way you could succeed it, I suppose, is if you rolled a nat 20.
Nope.
No, you'd have to lower it down with edge or whatever effort.
You can't. The nat 20 is not.
All right
always
then,
a-
Wreckage. I will. So what's it like on the inside of this guy? Give me some thought.
The half of you that's inside of it can see that he is hollow inside.
Like, is it just a big empty space?
Yeah, like this giant bulbous pear shape that he is,
Yeah.
with like metal and bone that makes up the superstructure. The inside is just hollow.
Like
Is there a toy inside?
I can see the wall and touch it, or is it like a what? What am I dealing with here?
Like you're inside his like you
Is it
are...
like bigger on the inside than it is on the outside?
No, it's appropriately represented.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he's a phased monster that you are currently half phased into.
Uh huh.
Like that right down the middle, apparently.
Uh-huh.
One eye in and one eye out.
Right.
Like one arm in, one arm out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
You do the hokey pokey and then you get killed by a skeleton monster.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have two options here. I could use the stealthy serpent
You could do.
and try and poison him from the inside out,
Sure.
or I could use the wristband explosion.
And hurt only yourself.
Oh, I don't know that. He might have some flesh somewhere that I can't see.
He could. But
Uh,
you would definitely be in the blast radius.
Oh yeah, no shit. I can take 7 damage. So,
Technically, you can.
Yeah.
It would impair you.
that's fine. I mean, as long as this thing dies. Look, you gotta understand. I ain't afraid of no death. Okay. So
Or you ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost death. Can I make a Numenera check about this phasing thing
Sure.
to see what I know about it?
Sure. Difficulty 4
Okay, I'll reduce it to 3.
with effort.
No, with skill.
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway.
You know that there are a whole bunch of things in Numenera that phase, and they all generally behave the same way. But you
Mhm.
don't know what that is or anything else.
All right. Do I know if the stealthy serpent can bite metal or is it only flesh?
It can bite anything, but it can only poison things that have biology to be poisoned.
If I look up at where the pear is connected to the skull, what do I see?
You see a metal sheet.
Can I reach up and try and like screw with it?
No, he's too tall, and you're like in his midsection.
Can I slide all the way in there?
No, you phased halfway, and now you're stuck.
Okay. Well, I guess I just whack him from the outside. I don't know.
You can whack him still, because he's hollow on the inside, and still a thing on the outside. It's like you're in sort of like a harness down your middle. And you don't have to put your feet on the ground or nothing, but you can still flail around if you want. So you can definitely hit him still.
Cool. I will hit him. What's the difficulty?
It's 6 starting, and you can you reduce it.
Nothing. Your turn, PN.
Otter.
Ken.
Milo is now also phased into the
Oh
monster,
my god.
and you're phased into the floor.
Oh wait, what
Ciphers.
parts of me are stuck in the otter? Stuck in.
It's literally right down the middle of your body, like your
Half
nose,
my
down
face?
your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, half your face.
I know I said stuck in the otter, but they're both robots, so.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, PN.
What is that gif from?
I have no idea.
None of my ciphers would be like useful here.
I'm just reminding you that you have ciphers, and maybe give them a look.
Oh, what do you got? Let's
I
workshop this thing.
guess.
Do you guess?
I guess.
Do you guess?
I mean, share with the class. Jeez.
Oh my god, wait. Can I do that? Can I actually? Wait a second. Can I put on the wearable glove?
Well, you can put on the wearable glove. That wasn't the. Yeah, you can put on the wearable glove.
Can I try to get Milo?
No,
Ow.
he's anchored.
He's anchored? Okay, then never mind.
But
He
you're
phased
also anchored. You're halfway in the ground too.
You're both anchored.
Okay, then I also see the other one that was, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, mind control implant? But
Yeah.
Where would I put it? Like,
You've forgotten because you only wrote down a synopsis. You wear the implant. It launches a device or produces a device, and the other thing is what you have control over. So you don't need to implant it in the monster. You just need to huck it at him.
Okay, then I huck it at him.
I mean, this is all well and good that you guys are being so secretive about this shit, but like.
I'm not trying to be secretive. It's a mind control implant cipher. She wears it. It creates a device.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it said something about being, like, you had to... I don't know. Okay.
Any device that you you connect it to or a person that you connect it to, you have control over for 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, I guess I'll throw the
All right. Milo,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make an intellect defense.
Is it sanity loss?
Difficulty 5. No.
Great. Nope.
All right. Because of the precarious situation that these boyos find themselves in, Pian, you have mind controlled the skeleton monster and Milo.
So I guess when you like, what does mind control mean in this instance?
For the next 10 minutes, she can give you any command, and you must follow it.
Okay, so it's not like a mind reading thing. I get you.
Except for kill yourself. That's the only command you.
What if I'm actively trying to do that all the time?
Then you can do it of your own free will.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Pian just dropped for a second and then came in at the bottom of the call. So.
Oh, great.
I'm so sorry.
It's no problem.
I'm so sorry.
So Otter, basically they both sort of go limp, eager for commands. Milo, in your mind, you basically hear, you were having the conversation telepathically with him,
Okay.
and trying to threaten him, and then that line basically turns to static, and your own mind gets all fuzzy, and all you sort of just hear sort of the dull static of like a nice fan at bedtime or something. Just, you know.
Okay.
I try to. I don't know how this creature works. I try to like get Milo out of the creature.
With your with your body, you're stuck in the floor still.
I know, but don't I have allows communication and control over the other device holder?
Wait, does that just mean that you tell it to do something and it has to do it? Isn't that basically how it works?
Yes.
Okay, so then I say please get Milo out of you.
Milo falls out of the beast with a ploop on the floor. This is like the scene in FLCL, where he gets pooped on the robot. Yep.
Please lift the floor back up.
With me in it.
The floor starts lifting back up. You're still in the floor, and you lift with it.
Oh, yeah. Could I please get out of the floor?
He touches you and phases you out of the floor as the floor is still rising. The floor rises to its previous position up at the hallway level.
Stop.
Okay, and he's just a skull on the floor again.
Are there any other doors, or is there just the one?
Yes,
door?
there is a door out. It's closed though.
It's closed. I walk over. Try to open the door.
I mean, you try and force it. It doesn't open just to your presence or to your touch.
Yeah, with force.
All right, make me a might action of difficulty 5.
Great. Let's just roll it.
What would you like your minor effect to be?
I'd like the minor effect to be that, can it's a door.
Shins? You want some money?
Yeah, give me some money.
All right, 3 shins dislodge themselves from the door when you.
This is a great dungeon. Like, just There's ciphers in the walls. There's money in the walls.
In Numenera, money is made out of broken pieces of machinery, so it makes sense. Money is not bottle caps. It's not coinage. It's anything that's shiny.
Cool.
Okay. I turn around and pick up Milo. Oh no, wait! I can just no. I don't want to do that. I go over and pick up Milo.
All right. You still have control over this guy, the monster.
Okay.
He's in the floor now. He's just a skull.
Take the skull with you.
I.
Tell him to let us out.
Can you show us the way out, or can you tell me the way out of here? By any chance?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You must go deeper. You must confront the master who bids me to kill you. He guards the exit.
See, Ko had forethought because I think the master was that brain in the jar that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
So we're good.
Yeah, the exit's right there. There's a door. It says exit.
A portal appears. You step in it and go back to the surface.
Okay. Thank you for your information. Please stay there for the next 8 minutes.
No problem.
I pick up Milo.
I can't leave this room anyway.
Pick up Milo. I turn around. I walk through the door and close it.
All right, you're in a hallway. Milo, your mind control breaks. You're not being mind controlled by Otter anymore.
I just, it's like, I don't really
Being carried by
appreciate you
Otter, though.
being inside of my brain like that.
I could have made you get up and walk yourself out. Would have thought you'd rather not
Be
make
carried by you?
I'd thought you'd rather not have that decision be made by me instead of yourself.
Fair. I'm not a child. Put me down.
I drop him.
Like a cat, I land on my back, Wreckage.
Like a cat. You land on your back. Got it. No problem. You land with a thud.
And then I step over him and
your
continue walking down the hallway.
Otter heads deeper into the thing.
Yeah. I will continue to head deeper with the otter.
Sideways to Ko and Monty and Philandus in a jar.
We were looking to leave, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna go out the door.
This is a large circular room. There is a door at the other end. There are many, many pillars and shelves with brains in jars.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be turned on any more of these brains.
Thank you. I asked you not to.
Yeah.
I mean, we could turn them all on.
That would be no.
Like pushing all the buttons in an elevator right before we get out of it.
And then there's just a room filled with screaming.
Yeah.
The next adventures that come in here is just like, yeah, there's a room down here that's just filled with screaming. Do you want to go in? It's like,
what is that one video where the dude pushes on all like the inflatable ducks at once and lets them go, and it's just like,
yeah.
That is the room of screaming.
all right. Yeah, let's. What do you think, Monty? Shall we press on?
I mean, I don't want to stay here because something's been putting brains in jars, and I kind of need mine.
I like the way you think.
Alright. So we still don't have like. Are there other doors other than the one we came in?
There's another door.
Let's go through the door. Actually, Phil.
Yeah.
That's your name, right? Yeah.
Well,
do
no,
you know
it's,
how to open these
it's
doors?
Flandis.
We'll call you Phil.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Phil. Do you know how to get these doors to open? You've been here before.
Well, these doors just open. Well, they used to just open if you walked up to them.
Okay. Well, let's. I guess walk up to the door.
It doesn't open.
I didn't fucking think it would.
It also used to have. It used to be lit in here. Like there used to be lighting.
I mean, something may have turned everything off.
Oh well, then that would be why the doors don't work anymore, right?
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could turn it back on, but that seems to not be working.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why you never turn anything off in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I try to go to the third position again.
Nothing happens.
God damn it. This thing's a piece of crap.
What?
You heard me.
Who?
This key.
Key?
Yes.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna hold Phil up so he can see the key.
Yeah, have you seen this?
No.
It seems to control this place, but
What?
it's a little unreliable.
Did you turn the power off?
No, he did.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, why'd you do that?
I just like messing with stuff. What can I say?
Did you just dicking around with this thing?
I wouldn't say dicking around.
You don't know what it
Trying.
does, and you're just pressing.
Well,
People die like that out here.
Well, now I know not to go to the third position if we find a place with the power turned on.
Okay, great, excellent. But have you considered that the third position could have blown everything up?
It didn't.
It didn't.
No, it did not, but it could have, and instead it shut off all the doors.
Right, but how would we know if we didn't try it?
Well, you wouldn't, but that's like saying. I don't
Also,
know.
to be perfectly fair, Phil, if we had never turned that thing in the first place, we wouldn't have found you, and Otto would still be trapped down here.
Phil,
Okay.
life is full of little adventures. You know,
Yeah.
you just gotta take.
Well,
it
those little
sometimes.
adventures shouldn't be. I wonder if this plant is poisonous in jest.
I mean, I do wonder if plants are poisonous. That's why I eat them. You gotta try things, man. You gotta step out of your jar sometimes.
Experience life, Phil.
Oh, are there other people with you?
At the moment, no.
What I mean, in a
Yeah.
grander
They're
cosmic
party.
sense.
We got separated. The whole way
Okay,
shipped.
so you have a party. Great, excellent. That's really very reassuring.
Yeah, the others are worse. Don't worry.
I highly doubt it.
Oh, wait till you meet Milo.
Oh wait, I have a +3 to forcing open doors, don't I? Oh no, fuck, I didn't take that.
I mean, you could try fiddling with the key again. Maybe a different setting. Maybe you switched it off and you just keep switching it to off. You need to switch it back to on.
Right. So let me
Mess
go.
with keys some more.
Yeah.
You've done every single thing now at this point on the key.
Right. Which one opens doors?
Well, 2 opened the door at the thing.
So I'll try 2.
Nothing happens to your knowledge.
Somewhere there's a dude upstairs that's been ordered to hold the door open and just got squashed.
Yeah.
Those guys fucked off. Like you saw them fuck off as soon as you started going. They're like, I'm not sitting here and holding this door open.
Phil, if you can't tell me something, I'm gonna keep messing with this thing. I
Why?
go to. I
I
go
feel
to.
like the key is the key to this place, so we kind of need to figure out which one.
I go to
setting.
position 1.
That's the deep rumbling explosion, and it
Mhm.
happens again.
Sweet.
This time,
my
like
favorite one.
debris and detritus come from the ceiling.
Oh shit. Okay. Maybe not too many of those.
Yeah, we're getting a little closer, whatever that is.
Hey, can I make a suggestion?
Sure, Phil. What's
Sure.
up?
You pried the first door open. Why don't you just pry the next door open?
Because we have a key, and the
Yeah,
key
but you
controls
didn't
the
use the
doors.
key to open the doors. You used your what counts for your brains and opened the door
I have
by
two
hand.
brains now, Phil. I'd like to remind you, you are mine.
And one of your brains, first of all,
Has
you
an
don't own
int score of over 20.
You don't own me. Second of all,
Yeah.
one of your two
Oh me.
is
Yeah.
telling you to force the door open instead of messing with that thing that could kill
One
us
of your
all.
two brains is currently telling
What do
you
you
to
think?
force the
You
door
have
open.
hands. You can actually help.
Yeah, I'll stick my knife in this door and try.
Don't
to
you have
force
like a
it open,
plus
so-
3 or something like that?
Difficulty
No,
four.
I didn't take it.
Okay.
Alright,
Difficulty
let's
4, and
help.
it.
Might.
Yeah, might. So I'm gonna use 3. I'm sorry, I'm gonna use 1 might. No, was it 2 might? My edge is 2, so I use 2 might.
If your edge is 2, you use 1 to
I
increase
use
it.
Effort
Okay.
costs 3.
right. Oh yeah, I only use 1
Minus the edge cost.
Yep.
Which he's got
All
2
right.
in mind. So it's a
So
1.
I'm putting this down to a demanding.
Okay.
Can I help with that as well? Can we both
No
join?
need.
It's done already. What would you like your
Oh,
minor
okay.
effect to be?
God damn it! All these minor effects for opening doors.
I'm sorry, man. You can just say pass.
Yeah. I look fucking cool when I open the door. How about
The
that?
door
You
opens
kick
in
it in.
such a manner that you
You
actually...
kick it in like a pro wrestler, making his entrance. Bam!
Yeah.
Pyrotechnics go off on the
Sparks.
other side. Your music hits.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, that's Co's music. So
Vince McMahon sitting in the chair and he's like,
there's a hallway on the other side.
Shocking.
surprise, surprise.
Continue on down the hallway?
Yep.
You sure you don't want to take a brain?
Do what?
Are you sure you don't want to take a brain? I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a
don't-
brain just for
Don't
safekeeping.
take a brain. Leave
just
them
for
there.
safekeeping. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
take it.
no. Don't.
I'm taking a
you
brain.
don't have to turn it on. You're just going to take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but
Don't worry about it, Phil.
I'm
taking a
worried
brain.
about it.
It's fine.
It might not be fine.
The last one was an accident. Don't worry about it.
I don't feel like it was an accident. I feel like
It was
every
false.
step of the way was very deliberate, and you two clowns are gonna get me killed.
I'm
To be
taking a
fair,
brain,
you've already gotten yourself killed.
and
would.
we just said that we wouldn't turn any more brains on.
I'm
Not that we
still
wouldn't
very
take 'em.
much alive.
I mean, you're a brain in the jar, Phil. I don't think you're...
You're
Look,
not
this
really
is-
living
This
that.
is no different than somebody who loses a finger or an eye in an accident.
Who knows? Maybe we can find you a body and we can put you in it or something, and you can actually live life again.
I've just lost a little bit more than somebody with a hook for a hand.
Phil, you don't even have hands to put, like, stubs to put hooks on, okay?
Wait, there's a perfect solution to this, and I whisper to Monty, turn him the other way so he can't see me, and then I take a brain.
I can still see you.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you can
Into
see
the
everything?
backpack you go. And I close the flap.
No.
And then I take a brain, and I hide it in my backpack, and then I let him back out.
I know you took a brain. I'm not
No,
stupid.
I didn't take a brain. Don't worry
You
about
took
it.
a brain. It's in your backpack. Your backpack is in the shape of a jar right now.
That's... How do you know I didn't take an empty jar? Not all the jars had brains in them, Phil.
Because you were talking about taking one with a brain in it.
Yeah, well. You're very perceptive. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's continue down the hallway. Let's just...
I mean, between the three of us, I feel like there are only 2 whole brains.
You're right, because I didn't grab a jar with a brain in it. Oh,
See?
wait.
You figured it out.
You guys continue down the hallway. Phil's mad about
Arguing
you
with Phil the whole fucking way.
Nye,
Yo,
you hear talking in the distance. It sounds
Hmm.
mean.
hello?
Oh, it's actually just Co and Monty and some other voice.
I'll quickly kill myself.
Oh, well, that's good. Where are they?
Down the hallway somewhere.
Like, if I keep going down my
Yes.
invisible walkway?
Yep.
Okay, I keep going down my invisible walkway.
Sprint. You need friends.
It's getting closer. They're getting closer. They're
Okay.
getting closer.
Hello? Monty?
You guys hear Nye?
Nye?
Co?
Phil?
The science guy?
Who?
Oh, I mean, Nye?
Can I see them at all?
You guys haven't caught. Like, you guys are at shouting distance.
Okay.
Can we see her?
You guys are at shouting distance in a
this is-
curved hallway.
Your super sight lasts for
An
an
hour.
hour, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's maybe been like a half an hour since you activated it, just to keep tabs on that.
Okay.
As you're getting closer to them, you see, for all intents and purposes, a hallway and a sheer wall like approach as you keep moving. You know what I mean? You're getting closer to the edge of this effect.
Okay. So there's a wall coming up where I'm going to walk into a wall.
No, it's a hallway. What I'm saying is there's a hallway with a wall.
Oh, okay.
So like you're coming to the edge of the invisible wall. Hallway.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
You're right. You're coming up back to the normal visible for you wall.
Okay.
All right. You pass through. You're back on normal ground. And there's right around the corner. It's Ko and Monty and a brain in a jar. And they're arguing with it.
Brains in jars.
No, you okay, so you're trying to pretend that you didn't take a brain, but then you just corrected me.
I run up to the two of them and hug both of them.
Nye.
Oh, she's huggy.
This is Nye. You'll like her. Nye, this is Phil.
Who? What?
We think he was.
I'm Philandus, not Phil.
Party.
Can I see the brain in the jar?
Yes, one
Okay.
of them is holding it.
I point. That's. Oh. Well then, hello.
Hi.
Phil came down here with Otter.
Oh, really?
He's been switched off the whole time.
Huh.
How? What? Whole time?
So you've been down here. You've been down here for 600 years too?
600
Damn
years.
it, Nye.
Ugh.
We didn't
We
want to
didn't-
panic him.
600 years. It was 5 minutes ago. How is Otter still alive? Is she a brain in a jar too?
Oh my! I'm so sorry. I thought you
Otter's
knew.
fine. Otter's fine.
They
Yeah,
seem
Otter,
like an
Otter's
hour.
fine.
She's just a robot. Don't worry about it.
These two bumbling dunderfucks said it was an hour ago.
Yeah, 'cause we
I'm
didn't
sure
wanna
it
freak you
was-
out.
I'm sure it was just because you're going through a lot and they didn't want you to worry.
I
Being
say,
a brain in
Nye,
a jar can be a
Nye,
very stressful situation.
Nye, cover your ears real quick, and I push the button on the jar of the
Oh,
brain
God.
that I took.
Brian, did you see 3 people face palm?
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know.
Keep it up.
Phil,
I
Yeah.
mean, we're only ever dying,
Screaming.
so the faster we get there is better, right? So. Yeah.
It starts screaming, and the goo that it's in starts bubbling instead
Yeah.
of electrocuting. And Phil's like, "No, please, why? Why?" And then the other brain starts disintegrating in the jar, while
aw.
screaming.
What?
And
I thought it was gonna be another talkie brain. Sorry, Nye.
What just happened?
He
That's
just
how we
murdered
woke up.
somebody.
That's how we woke up Phil.
There's
He
a room
just
full of them. Do you
murdered
want one?
somebody after I told him not to 10 times.
Technically, he's murdered 2 people now.
What?
This is the second person he's murdered.
Brains aren't people. Don't worry.
I,
There's dozens of them. It's so much fun.
Oh
so
my
many back there.
God.
no, we can't. No, we're not doing that anymore.
I mean,
You
we
gotta
can't leave
try.
them down here, can we?
I mean, you can do whatever you
Isn't this
like.
cool?
Can I please carry me?
No.
Here, I go to take Phil.
Fine. Don't drop him and don't touch the button.
I won't.
It
Phil,
might
try-
kill him.
Phil whispers to you, Please help protect me from these two psychopaths.
I'll do what I can.
So what's down that way?
It's a hallway that I wasn't able to see. Some sort of odd creature attacked me. That was also something I couldn't see. I can see this hallway, but not the hallway that I came down from. It's very confusing. I'm not entirely sure. But there was the invisible hallway keeps going from where I came, but I came back here to try and find all of you.
Hey,
it was literally nothing.
Like
yeah,
you couldn't see it.
Right, and I can see this hallway, but I couldn't see the hallway that I came down. Like I turned to go show them and see is there anything there for you? Because I can't see anything here.
Is there anything there for us?
You'll have to walk until you round the corner to see.
Oh, okay. I thought
I lead her over or lead them over.
Nye, is your vision, because of your special vision, curves around the curve?
Yeah.
To where that hallway was, there's now just a wall.
I put a hand there and I try to push through it.
It's just there. It's a wall.
I can't push through. I can't push through it.
It's a real wall, as far as you can tell.
Well, that's where I came from.
This is the hallway.
That's where I came from. So, I guess we can't go back.
Well, if we go back this way, it's just brains and jars. But I guess.
Please don't let these murderers near any more brains and jars.
We shouldn't go back to the jars.
We could try the key again.
Please don't let these idiots try the key again.
Did someone say try the key again?
Hallway forever.
Have we got? I point. So this way is brains and jars. I came from here. Can we keep going the other way?
There's only two ways.
Damn it!
Back to the brains in the jar or into the hallway.
What if you go? Okay, what if you go back to the brains and jars and there's another door or something, a different door?
I suppose the hallway has shifted again. We could try going back.
All right, yeah, let's try to find another way, and we shouldn't touch any more jars.
All right.
I mean, I like Phil. He's nice.
I was just trying to find another Phil.
Phil is nice, but I don't want to accidentally kill someone else today.
Well, I mean, he kind of purposely pushed the button. It wasn't really an accident.
And we knew what was gonna happen.
Well, but did we really?
It was a poor gamble, and it did not go well.
Look, he's just trying to make friends, all right?
He's just trying to make corpses.
I'm jealous that Monty found a friend.
Require a body. There's really no body.
Look, you're brain shaming me.
All right, let's just try to find.
Let's go back.
So
the only possible way we can go.
Hey, Milo and Otter, you guys here talking up ahead?
We should clearly turn around. That can't be our friends.
Nothing but trouble.
Sounds like a brain in a jar.
You hear the squeaking of Otter. Otter! 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 Otter, you hear someone who sounds familiar.
I run forward.
Oh, okay. I guess you're leaving me. That's cool.
Oh, don't go. Oh.
Oh no.
No, stop. Come back.
Please, man, leave
Willy
me.
Wonka. No, wait, don't.
I run towards the
You
voice.
round the corner and you see Nye, Monty, Co, and a brain in a jar. Your friend was not originally a brain in a jar.
Yeah, I assumed so.
Otter, there's something we have to tell you.
Wait, who else?
I hold the jar up.
It's me, Philandus. Your very best friend from the old party.
I knew you were gonna.
This person claims to know you from before.
Do I remember anything?
His voice comes rushing back some terrible night when you felt all alone, and this man's voice comforted you, reassured you that everything was going to be fine, that you were all going home soon. And you recognize it as the voice belonging to Phil, but you can't remember what his face looked like.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's kind of like it's kind of like a texture of a brain and like the shape
wrinkly
of a brain. It doesn't really have any eyes or mouth. It just kind of looks like a brain.
And his name is Philandus.
Philandus.
Phil.
Philandus.
He likes it when you call him Phil.
No, I don't. My name is Philandus.
Oh, you don't like Phil?
I mean, I've got no look, I don't know the guy.
I think while this is happening, this is happening. Otter's just kind of staring at the jar, and like is slowly reaching out for it with like a very like blank look on her face.
Don't touch the
but,
button on top.
Glassy eyes. And like I reach.
Philandus, do you remember much about before?
I remember that. Otter, are you okay?
And I pick up. I'm like, you're a brain in a jar.
So they tell me.
He doesn't believe us when we say that.
I can't see myself.
It's all very confusing for him. Fine.
It's all very confusing for him. Sick brain.
I just kind of like hold the jar and I'm like, so how have you been?
Off for 600 years, apparently.
Me too.
Off, buddies.
The brain squishes to the front of the jar to like high five.
I think when he says that, Otter like starts like laughing, but also kind of crying.
Oh.
And she's just like, okay, where do we go, from here?
Well, there's a wall back this way.
We don't want to go back.
We go that way.
Hello,
Hey, Milo,
I'm
good
here
stuff.
too. Now I
Hey,
finally
Milo,
rounded
catch
the
up.
corner.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't want to go back that way.
Sick burn.
No, actually, there is a man in the ground who will eat you.
That's weird.
that's-
That's the hallway that all the brains were, but they didn't come from the brain room.
Yeah. How long have you been walking in this hallway?
About as long as 5 minutes.
I think we should go back because I get the feeling there's going to be a different doorway there.
I don't. I mean, it might be different for
So, what do
you,
you
but we
think?
shouldn't go back into that room. Trust us. That thing is a phase creature, and you don't want to fuck with it.
I remember some phase creature thing.
What the fuck are you?
Hi, I'm
Uh,
Philandus.
Phil.
What
Milo,
is that? An
this is
actual
Phil.
preserved brain in a jar? Oh my god!
I don't know about preserved necessarily.
I like. Can I inspect it?
I might be pickled.
I do not let you
It seemed to
near
be
it. I let you look at it.
Otter holds it away from you.
Really? You're not gonna let me inspect it? You're not gonna let me look
You
at the
think
brain?
I'm a robot. You.
You were in a hallway for 600 years when your body didn't
And he
decompose.
was in here for 600 years.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
I'm
brain
also a
inside of a tube that's designed to not
With a
allow it to
machine.
decompose.
With a
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, I'm a robot.
You're a brain
Something
inside of a
keeping the
jar.
brain alive. Nothing kept you alive. You just
You were just in a hallway, like lying there. This, on the other hand,
You got a problem with robots
This
and
you
or
just
brains in
said
jars?
this. You
I don't have a
just-
problem
you
with
just
brains in
referred
jars.
to it as an object.
it is.
this
It's
is-
a brain in a
Have
jar.
genitals.
Look, I'm not comfortable with this conversation at all. If Otter doesn't trust this guy to look at me, then I'm just totally cool with being not looked at by this guy.
Great.
mean,
And
to
then
be
we'll
fair,
never
Bill,
work out
really-
why you are like it is and how we can fix you. So, congratulations on that.
I don't.
He
Look,
might be able to help you, Phil.
fix is a strong word. my body is 600 years removed of a brain.
I mean, mine wasn't removed. You have a good point.
Yeah, well, you've always
I think we
had.
could find him a new body.
Okay, that's a bit of a leap. Why don't we explore that?
We should get out of here first.
Why
before
don't we
try to worry about any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, why don't we explore the option of getting me a new body when we happen upon a brainless body that's intact and perhaps.
I mean, there is a room full of brains. There's got to be bodies somewhere, right?
Let's just keep going. I don't.
Is everyone feeling all right? Does anyone need any healing or attention?
I kind of need the bathroom.
Your brain.
Can
Was
you?
that Phil talking, or was that you?
Do you have? Are you experiencing symptoms of like a phantom limb, but for a whole body?
It's a phantom bladder.
I'm experiencing phantom. Shut the fuck up.
Seriously, you're
Oh.
gonna be like this? I mean, we could just leave you in this hallway, and then you'd be in this
We are
hallway
not
forever.
leaving Philandus in this hallway.
I don't know. I seem to be getting along just fine with everybody else.
Yeah, he was doing well with us. He can come with us. It's fine.
Kind of a Debbie Downer there, kid.
I'm not a fucking
He,
child.
he'll get used to it. He's
Oh,
mopey.
Wait, he looks like he's 12.
And you look
Yes,
like you're a
like
brain in a jar surrounded by green
I am
goop.
a brain in a jar, which means you're.
He
I'm
finally
glad you're
admitted
starting.
that-
I'm glad you're starting to accept your condition, Phil. That's the first step to recovery.
I'm not accepting any condition. I'm winning a petty argument with a child.
I mean, he's not a.
Otter's just smirking and just continue walking.
Yes. Let's
Okay,
just find a way out of here.
Which
Yeah.
direction are we walking? Back to the skull on the ground, or back
Yeah,
to?
skull. I'm
the-
walking towards the skull in the ground.
Well, you guys are literally at the dead end wall, so that's not much of a choice.
Okay.
I
Okay,
turn
so
around.
we start going
Yeah.
back.
All right.
Yep.
Time passes. Hey, look, a door.
Is it closed?
Yep.
Did
No
you guys
power?
leave the door closed? Is this the same door? Let's just open the door.
Yep. Open it up.
Alright.
But you're good at this.
Don't
we're-
step into it. Don't just.
Ko can make a might 4 if he's using his knife.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually lower that down one with my might.
Yep.
To 3.
Sure.
Or, come on. Oops. There we go.
Okay. Goodness.
Oh, not so good on this one, boys.
It's kind of stock.
Should you try the key?
So please don't. Maybe big old sweaty and hairy over there should give it a try.
I suppose I could. I'm going to spend the 3 might.
So
to
even
grant
though
that.
you're just a brain, do you still identify yourself as a male?
I mean, that's a very personal question. I haven't really considered the gender implications of my scenario yet.
Maybe you
What?
should. Because this is a great opportunity for you to refer yourself as something completely different other than a male if you wanted to.
I've never had the desire to.
So you
I
want us to
mean-
continue to call you a male?
Yes.
Can I make a thanatology roll on this thing?
Died by having its body removed.
I don't think it's. Dead.
I want to know
That's
how
the
it's
thing.
preserved more than anything.
I mean, you can make sure. It would be intimidating.
So
You're going to
challenging.
intimidate Phil into giving you the information.
Oh, well, if you roll like shit, you roll like shit. So
We're all rolling like shit right now. We can't even get this fucking door open.
Well, do you guys have like crowbars or something?
We
I have a
could probably
knife.
try using the climbing spikes and like hammer them in to pry it open with those.
I mean, you're the guy. You're the ones with limbs.
I do have a hammer.
You guys make the decisions around here.
We're trying to do what's best for you, Phil.
Yeah. No, I mean, take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Has the
Does
key
anybody
proved
else?
useful at all down here?
I don't know. I could always try it.
Tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Try to
turned
keep-
off all the
let's just-
power.
Let's just
Oh,
do one.
I'll go to
Yeah.
position 7.
And also, it's been making explosions.
No,
all
no, it
right.
hasn't. Shut up, Phil.
It is definitely. I heard that other one. You definitely made an explosion with it.
I go to position 7.
Position 7. Nothing that you can see occurs.
All right.
Does somebody else want to try the door?
is the door
I'm holding Philandus right now. I don't think I don't. I just looked out of the brain in a jar.
does it have like a hand? Is it like locked or is it just like a door that like you can't like we have to force
There's just
open,
no
like-
there's no power.
It's like a Star Trek door, right?
Oh.
Opens from the middle, slides into the walls. So they're putting their knife in like the crux and then just failing the roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess I'll try. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 4, might.
Here, use my knife.
15.
There we
Hey.
go.
Hey, look, the child's got the muscles.
No, I don't use muscles. I just use intelligence. There we go.
Yeah, we softened it up for you.
Yeah, we loosened it. It's fine.
Good job, Milo.
Thank you.
On the other side of the
It's
door.
nice to actually have someone be nice to me for once.
I've always been nice to you.
Yeah, but
Maybe
we never
if you were
talk
nice
anymore.
to me since the beginning.
All I did was point out that you're a robot and you've been alive for 600
I'm
years.
not
in
a
a whole
robot.
Also, what's wrong with being a robot?
So this door.
There is a black room on the other side of it, and by black I mean dark, not, like painted black.
Right.
Can I roll my glow globe into it?
Sure. As you roll your glow globe into it, gradually the room and its features are illuminated. Inside the center of the room appears to be a giant head.
Hey, Phil.
It's Olmec.
Hey, Phil.
No one?
Yeah.
Well,
And on
damn
that bad joke, we're gonna go to our last break.
Okay.
Lit face in the middle of a room. It is vaguely humanoid with eyes, a nose, and a mouth. It has a head shape. You can tell it's a head. It is not a dog. It is not like mechanical and robotic, but neither is it expressly human. You can't tell if it's flesh or synth or metal or whatever. It has a very androgynous look to it in all ways, both gender but also like material. It's hard to tell what it is. It is gray-ish. It is
And-
large.
yeah, I was gonna say, how large is it? Like person sized or?
Like the entire head itself is like 7 feet tall.
Hmm.
And then it's not particularly oval or anything, so it's pretty circular as well. So it's maybe like 6 across.
Hey, Phil, do you know this guy?
Nope.
Okay. Anyone have any ideas?
Talk
I'm
to it.
assuming we're all still like outside the room looking in the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to it.
Um,
Throw something at it.
Does my vision go around it?
Yeah.
Is there
It's a circular room with a door on the other side.
anything about the head that's odd besides it being a giant head?
It's a giant head. It's pretty odd.
Is there a button?
No, there's not a button on the other side.
Is it sitting on the floor or is it like attached to the floor?
Nye can see that it is floating just above the floor. It does not connect.
Hello? Yeah. We just have the same idea at the exact same time.
Its eyes open. It looks at you.
Hang on, I gotta say it.
custom-
Show me what you've got.
Yeah.
Disqualified.
Can you understand us? I guess that's no.
I'm gonna, let's just go in. I'm just gonna go in the room.
All right, you step in the room.
I wait 5 seconds, and if nothing
it,
happens
like,
to him, I
looking-
follow him.
At us, like looking at me as I walk in, or is it just staring blankly ahead?
Well, it's staring. It's staring. It's hard to tell if it's looking at you. I mean, it's looking at the door. It's looking at the space that you guys occupy. Whether its eyes are locked on you or not, it's hard. It's got big eyes.
Okay.
I say hello in Nephanese. Nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna start
I-
slowly walking around the outside of the room.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk into the room.
All right.
I'll follow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, I'm in.
Milo, do you go into the room?
Of course.
You're all in the room. The door shuts behind you.
Fucking know it.
Of course.
I mean, would the door have shut if we weren't all in the room? I mean, you know, like.
Has that never happened before?
Yes, that's right, pup.
Now, you said there was a door on the other side of the room, right?
Correct.
I walk closer to face. What face?
The big face?
Yes.
Are you
10 out of
asking
10
me what
hard
face?
socks.
What face?
What phase?
Let me smell.
Is it when I get closer? Can I tell anything more about it, or like?
It is. Well, you of course. It doesn't matter how close you are to something.
That's true.
Um,
I guess rather than I get close enough so that my vision encompasses the whole head, and then I like take a second to observe.
you still have
it's-
100-foot vision, by the way.
Oh yeah, I do.
So
Um,
you didn't need to get any.
All right, yeah.
closer.
So I just take a second to like, because I can like see all around it. I just take a second to like look all around it and observe it.
Yeah. It's a floating giant head that is both species and material and color androgynous.
Does it have it has a mouth, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Pion.
I walk up to the face and kind of like wave a hand in front of the eyes. Like I know it's gonna be like big, like, but
Everybody can give me a perception check, difficulty 4.
Okay.
Don't spend
Um,
effort on this.
Is it lying?
No.
Darn. Oh my god.
I succeeded.
Yeah. You can see when Otter waves her hand in front of the irises that the irises or eyes that the irises refocused in the giant head. So it did react.
I'd like to take some rope out of my adventurer's pack
Uh-huh.
and just stick a little bit of it into the mouth.
It is closed tightly, and you can't get it into the mouth.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought it was open.
You guys
No,
do
what- I
realize
was
this
not
thing
just-
is alive, right?
Does
I
it
mean,
react when like the rope touches it though?
Not particularly.
Okay. I just didn't want to stick my hand in its mouth. Not yet, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I want to go
He's
touch
working
it.
up to sticking his head in it.
I want to go touch it. Wreckage. Do I get a sense that it's dead, like the other creature that I talked to?
no. No, this is definitely, you don't get any of your power sense off this guy.
Okay.
He does feel warm to the touch, though.
Okay.
All right, can I scan it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go up and
Oh,
give it
I
a good
forgot
old...
you can do that shit. Yeah.
All right. Can you read me scan again?
Scans a 10-foot area, reveals the level of creatures and any information about the area the GM feels pertinent.
All right. This creature is level 10.
Let's not fuck with this.
I mean, it's a giant face. I mean,
It is it's not made of anything that you've ever smelled before. But it does have the hints, the vague hints of, you know, something that a living thing might have smell, like not pheromones, but, you know, it has a couple of that only you can pick up, that just ever so slightly smells that make you think it might be alive in some way.
Okay, so it's definitely alive and incredibly powerful, and doesn't seem to care that we're here.
It did lock us in the room.
I go check. Is the other door openable?
It's not open. It doesn't open to your presence.
I don't know. I feel like we should probably not just ignore the big giant head. This is pretty interesting.
Can you maybe throw something in its eyes?
That seems rude.
That seems like a terrible idea, Phil.
Oh wait, it has a nose. I can use my oddity to release a foul odor.
It does have a nose. It does, in fact, have a nose. Do you do that?
Sure. I'm gonna just open it up in front of it so that it releases a foul odor and a puff of red smoke.
The puff of red smoke rises into its nose, and it exhales through the nose and blows it out. So,
Okay, so it reacts to things. It's just not reacting to us.
Right. Well, it followed Otter's hand around with his eyes.
I walk up and heal it.
nothing's wrong with it.
Still heal it.
I mean, you can't if it's fully healed. You can't overheal.
Can't tell me what to do.
Excuse me, can you hear us? I touch the head.
It is touched.
It is touched.
You have touched the head.
I try
so
saying it again.
I have the ability to decipher things. Has he made any sort of sound or anything?
No, you can. Yeah, you can decipher languages, and he hasn't said or done.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't said anything.
I would like to do the following. I have a linguist skill. I would like to
Yep.
try and communicate with this thing in ways other than just speaking. See if I can get any reaction from anything, like making
Interpretive dance.
signs, doing interpretive dance, doing a backflip, anything like that. You know, I'm not a
Sure.
linguist in real life, but I have the
Yeah,
skill
you're
in
gonna
this
try a
game,
lot
so,
of things.
Yeah.
You need a lot of gestures, like a lot of Tarzan gestures.
Yeah, just some
Um,
stuff, you know.
You're gonna do some things.
Mhm.
You do
put
those
you put your
things.
hand up to its face, and Phil Collins starts playing.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's gonna take some time as it's happening. Does anybody else do anything? Milo is sitting there trying to communicate non-verbally.
I use Coke's information.
I believe that requires you to be having a conversation with someone.
That's true.
Does wreckage? Does it have ears?
No.
Oh well, guys, it can't hear us.
Well, that's what the linguist skill is for. Like, maybe I can do, like, vibrations in the ground or something like that. Like, Morse code or something. I don't know.
Can I give it ears with my hammer?
That's not how ears work.
Can I attack it with my hammer to make a
You
hole
just-
for it to
you
hear?
just put a hole in the side of the head. It's fine.
Yeah, that's how ears work.
Can I use that silk blanket and make like a satchel for Phil?
I mean,
I'm holding on to Phil. You don't
I'm
have
trying.
to
I'm
worry.
trying to free up your hands so you can like just wear him as a backpack.
I don't know if I don't know if she's in the mind state right now to let go of Phil.
let's solve the transportation issue of Phil over the long term later.
I mean, do
Well, I'm
robots
thinking
even
if
have...
the nano has her hands free? It might help.
Anyway.
Let's see.
Fair.
What else? What else? What else are you guys gonna do?
So mine doesn't... It doesn't work?
I mean, you're still attempting it. It's gonna take a while to.
Can I, while he's doing that, can I try to give it some food?
Like a ration? You're gonna put a ration
Yeah.
in front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You hold up a ration as if it were like a T-Rex at the T-Rex park.
Right.
You hold it up like a summer ham. It does not respond.
Are you hungry, fella? Hmm? No? All right, and I eat my ration.
It is eat.
Wait, how high do the nose holes go?
It's 7 feet tall, so like,
Can I see into the nose?
yeah.
What do my specialized see inside of it?
What you assume to be the normal interior of a giant head. Like the nose goes into a nasal passage that goes down into the mouth, into the throat, which then dead ends because there's no throat.
Do I see?
Did anybody actually try to like pull open the door?
Yeah.
On the other side? No, not yet.
Well, it's like the other door. Like we would have to go and force it open.
Okay.
You could always just let me
I'm just
try
thinking-
finishing this linguist stuff before you know,
Yeah.
poop in the pool. It's up to you guys, though.
The key. Try the key.
I want to see. I want to see what Milo can do.
Sure.
All right, so everyone's just gonna take a seat until Milo's done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Milo, please give me a difficulty 5 test.
Go down
Int
to
based.
4.
No, it doesn't get reduced down to 4. Your linguist skill allows you to make this check.
Okay. I guess I'll spend 2 to edge it.
Sure thing.
Nope.
Poopy.
Do you want to
I-
re-roll that? I'm gonna spend an XP.
I'm thinking that maybe we need to try the other door to get the head.
How about...
Oh.
How
You're
about a
welcome.
20?
What would you like your major effect to be?
That it didn't cost XP.
Sure.
Nice.
I won't always allow that, but this time I will. So, you sit there, and you finished the hand signs, for your jutsu.
Okay.
You've moved on to, interpretive dance.
I probably would have done Morse code before I did interpretive dance, but that's
Okay, you move through in Morse code. You go into interpretive dance. It's been it's been so long that your supervision wears off.
Yep.
And just as you're like full body motion pirouetting,
starts to clap with these non-existent hands. That was
It's-
awesome.
the mouth opens up, and you hear very, very, very deep, deeper than I can replicate here with my human vocal cords. Enough.
Did you like it or you didn't like it?
I mean, it's smoke. This is progress, right?
Something.
What did you do? Do it again.
I sort of look at the head and then it's like, so you can speak. And now you're choosing not to.
What did you do to make it talk?
Well, it was a pirouette.
Does anyone have chalk or something to write with?
So the 20 just made him say enough? Jesus. All right.
I try the door handle, just like not very hard, but like just kind of like trying to see if it make some move to note that I'm touching the door and trying to get out. Does that have any effect on the head or no?
You are like monkeys.
Well, we did evolve from primates.
I pirouette.
You don't know that in Numenera. It's
We
beyond
may very well have
scientific
evolved from
understanding.
something completely different by this age.
Well, I don't just mean you don't know that with certainty out of character. I mean Numenarians don't have the knowledge of evolution. They don't know that things evolve from other things. They're a medieval society.
All right, then. What's a
With magic.
monkey?
Yeah, big giant head.
I mean, for all we know, you could be a monkey.
Naive, curious things that do not know how the world works.
I'm a
Well, why don't you
Leas.
explain it to us?
Not wrong.
You wish to leave, yes?
Yes.
I mean, eventually. Doesn't everyone wish to
I've been
leave?
down here quite a while. I would like to leave.
Return the apex and you may leave.
What's the apex?
We don't have any monkeys.
I think the key.
I don't think so. Is it?
I hold up the key and I'm like, is this the apex?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
thank God.
Open your mouth.
He opens his mouth, and where his tongue would be is a slot in the shape of an ape, the key.
I
Now, Coat, think about this. Think about what you're doing, buddy.
I don't know. It seems like a good idea. Put it in his mouth.
I slide it in gently and romantically.
Is there anything else about this place we should know?
You place it in his mouth. He closes his mouth, and he slides to the left.
Slides to the
Then
right.
claps.
Alright.
3 times. Sides to the right. Clap 3 times.
Right. Good joke,
Guys, do
everybody.
what he's doing because it's obviously a dance recital.
Well done. In the exact center of the room, the ceiling starts to lower, but in different segments at a time, and it essentially forms a spiral staircase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm already walking down there as it's falling down. Like,
No, it's from the ceiling, so you would go
So
up.
it leads up.
Yep,
fine.
Up is good.
I'm already walking backwards up, so it's down.
got it.
Well, thank you for letting us out.
You're a curiosity, and I wish I could see inside of your head.
Have you guys ever heard the term "an ancient evil awakens"?
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
actually.
a term?
Nope.
Okay.
And you know the best part about that is like that would be a great way to end your life.
That's rather morbid.
So are we just gonna leave with the big head that has the key that controls the distant explosions?
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, everything about the town's livelihood is in control of the big head now.
I mean, it was in control of a big asshole before this, so.
I mean, Ko's alright.
Excellent timing. Excellent timing. +1 experience point to Monty.
Wow.
Okay.
I take back that XP that I got from you, actually. So now you're at even.
No. He gets an XP for that joke. That was really well executed.
We're just
That
making up rules now. All right.
I'm the GM. I can do
Brian,
whatever
get an
I want.
XP for being the butt of that joke.
No, you're not the GM. You can't do whatever you want.
So we go upstairs.
So yeah, what's up the stairs?
So everybody's going upstairs?
I look
Aye.
at Philandus and I'm like, do you think this is a good idea? Because I'm not so sure it's a good idea.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but I also don't want to be here anymore.
That's a good point. And then I just walk up the stairs.
So yeah, the stairs eventually open out into the manse.
Ah.
As soon as the last of you steps onto the ground of the manse, the stairs turn back into floor and the seams disappear.
Nice. Where in the manse are we? Do we know?
You're in like a room that's got some like food barrels, so you assume somewhere in the back.
Okay.
You know, it's like a storagey room.
Sure.
Do the tenants immediately come and ask us if we need anything?
Yeah, they are cosmically aware of your position, but they are not aware of your need. They don't know when you need them. They know where you are all the time. They have to ask if you need something.
That sounds like a Numenera thing.
That does
mean,
sound like a Numenera.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's. Or I'm gonna open up the door from the storage room.
If you'll recall, they don't have doors here. They just have arches.
I walk out the arch of the storage room.
It's a kitchen.
And there's no one in the kitchen. There's no one around.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you ever get the feeling you've done something horrible and you just didn't realize until now?
I was trying not to think about that, Monty.
Can we just get out of this wherever we are?
This is our mansion.
We own this place.
This is my kitchen. I like it. I'm proud.
We just got new countertops.
This is the storage room. This is the kitchen.
We were allowed to stay for the night.
Right?
I mean, he did give us
He
ownership.
gave it to us. Yeah.
In a way, not entirely.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we just threw away that when we gave that key into the mouth of
Well,
the
he did
There's
say that
that too.
the key wasn't specifically who controlled it. It was the ownership doesn't go with the key.
I think we should just leave.
That
Yeah.
may be
I
that may be for the
agree.
best.
For once, I agree.
Yeah.
Otter, what are your plans now? Now that you're out.
Well, we are on a super secret, top secret mission, and we should.
Um, they are too.
What?
Oh,
Oh, Phil, we didn't mention we're from the same place. We probably
Yeah.
should have said. It's been 600 years, dude. You're obviously like, there's
Failed and
Well,
then
We've been
m-
missing for a while.
You guys
Yeah.
are from the valley?
I mean,
Did-
if you
I
want
say
to just
yes, we
outright
are
say
in
it.
Ambrosian.
Okay, but several of the societies near the valley speak that language, so I need you to prove it. You could be super secret, top secret spies who set this whole thing up to discover the secret entrance to the secret valley.
I inch
Did
my
you-
finger
Okay,
towards the button.
already-
Oh,
kidding. Kidding.
I pull out my device and I was like, this was given to me by my master. It came from.
Oh yeah, that's
is
the thing that we give to the wolf guys.
That's me, and then that's me. I'm the wolf guy.
You're a wolf guy. Oh, oh, that's so cool.
Like, I
I'm
could,
glad
I
we
could
still have
flip
wolf
flesh
guy.
if you
I also like the
Yeah.
idea that myself and Nye are wearing like the ceremonial robes of the two religions there, and he's just like, "Prove it, assholes!" And we're just like,
I was about to say.
Okay.
I'm so glad we still have wolf guys. That like, what? So what's changed in 600 years?
a lot of people have died.
Well, obviously, but there's also been births, I assume, as well.
I guess.
Yes.
Oh, good. So population cycling normally.
Did you back?
Maybe. Yes. Go ahead, Nye.
Did you did the sun and moon worship exist back then?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, the sun and moon have been around since Yonder. Okay.
Well, I know they've been around, but I don't know if the.
I think it's very open-minded of you to consider that we maybe didn't worship the sun and the moon, but
That's
like
heretical. Okay. I don't really want to hear you talk about that.
like they're more. I've always sort of viewed them as metaphoric religions, but that's neither here
You're
nor
a
there.
brain in the jar. You literally are everything that.
Well, now I'm a metaphorical person, so I can have a metaphorical religion.
I can't even see what I worship.
Oh, you're blind?
Yes,
Wait, but
In a
you've
way.
been like calling things out.
in a way.
I'm confused.
Well, it's
Did you
it's.
not have
You're
strange
blind?
people back then?
Oh, we had plenty of strange people, like
I
Otter.
point. Yeah. I like. I point to the wraps around my eyes.
That's
Well-
because you're wearing like a blindfold, aren't you?
I don't know how long you guys have been on your mission, but Otter has the records of our entire adventure. So if we just get back there, like you can complete our entire thing, and you guys can get home early.
Phil,
What?
Otter.
I just that what? I don't remember any of it.
What? You've
I-
got the Numenera brain. That's why we gave you all of the data, because you have the Numenera brain.
600 years, okay?
Oh man, robotic brains, guys.
I will choke you.
I gladly welcome it.
Don't choke him, Otter. He's into it.
Well, maybe we can try to find something that will help you recover your memories.
Like another piece of technology for the robot. I like it. What could go
That's-
wrong?
I mean,
You
not
have all
for
these
nothing.
ports on your head. We could just keep plugging things into it and see if something happens.
Not
I
for
would
nothing, but we
appreciate-
journeyed for like 9 years. We encountered a lot of stuff.
So 609 years. Okay.
It would be a real shame to not get that info back. I mean, it sort of defeats the entire purpose, really.
Well,
Well,
if you
yeah,
think about
if
it
we-
like this, it's been 600
have
years,
fun,
so
though?
that information doesn't really matter anymore.
Well, do you think that giant head hasn't been there for more than 600 years? That like if we had come back with the giant head information, it would still be relevant today.
Yes, but we're looking specifically for threats to the valley, in case you forgot what your actual mission was.
That giant head was pretty threatening.
I think it's yes, definitely a threat. Where are the servants?
Well,
Yeah, I kind of
they're
want to
servants.
eat something.
Phalaris, now that we're kind of out of danger, can you tell us what happened before you two went?
Yeah, that
Asleep?
would be
My memory is pretty crap right now too.
Oh, and you were giving me crap for.
I don't have a Well, okay. I was gonna say I don't have a Numenera.
The thing you're designed
but
to
I don't
do.
think
You're
that's
literally
technically
a
true
Numenera
anymore.
brain right now.
Otto, the thing
Guys,
you're designed to
don't
do,
do.
you failed to do, which is kind of hilarious for a robot.
She's not a robot.
She just has a mechanical brain and body.
Her body is completely meat and some Numenera.
So she lived for 600 years without perspiring? Just
I lived for
underground?
600 years without perspiring.
You're
Numenera
inside of a
do some
tank
crazy
designed to make that happen. She was on the ground.
Maybe she was on the ground in a place designed to make that happen.
A hallway with 5 other skeletons.
Maybe it was just really specific.
Mm-hmm.
Numenera can do some crazy things.
Where are we right now? Are we in the kitchen? Or
Yeah.
We're in the kitchen.
I think we should go outside and look at the condition of the town.
Oh, yeah, that.
Sure.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Sure. Let's see if hopefully nothing happened with our adventures down there.
I heard some rumblings.
Yeah, I think
That's
it was
worrying.
a storm.
Yeah, it was just it was lightning. It was just like the ominous, like that button isn't actually triggering an explosion. It's just so ominous that lightning goes off every time you use it. Thunder, dun dun. That's all it was.
Well, at the very least, we can let them know that we travel and that there's very dangerous things below the mansion.
So
They
you
have a
guys move out of the
machine that
kitchen.
they rely on to print all of their stuff. I'm sure they're aware of, like...
Well, they've never been past that wall.
Yeah.
I mean...
So you guys move out of the kitchen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know
as
what? After that question, I stay in the kitchen. No, I
Okay,
go.
fine.
No, I leave. I'm the first one to leave. Are you kidding me?
As you guys move into the feasting
best at
hall,
leaving.
which has sort of a view out into the city.
Oh my god, they've been dead all along. Ugh. And you guys ate the remains that had worms in it. Oh my god.
No, that was Lok's
It was good.
Gamata.
Tasted like chocolate.
So, as you move out into the feasting hall, it has a view out over the stairways, out over the wall into the city, and you can see several plumes of smoke rising.
Oh no.
And the distant, occasional screams of people. And that's where we will end for the evening.
Oh, no.
Okay. So on that bombshell, let's talk about everyone who is our own bombshells. Let's start off.
I don't
with-
mean to interrupt outros, but let's award XP first.
I guess.
You do want the delicious, delicious XP.
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
Milo, you get an XP for mind melding and getting mind controlled. Otter, you get 2 XP for encountering your long lost friend and rescuing him, and also rescuing Milo.
I rescued Phil.
You found Phil, for which you get an XP.
She rescued him from me.
Ko, you get an XP for figuring out how doors work or
Sweet.
don't work.
You can break them down, of course.
9, you get 2 XP for encountering the limitations of your abilities and overcoming them.
Yay. I was alone.
Phil also gets XP, but he can't spend it. So
Can I have
it's
it?
to be him. No, that's
Damn.
not how XP works.
Damn.
It is not a magical currency that can be traded. All right, now we can do outros.
Do we get any
Do we get-
XP for leaving the fucking death holes?
Yeah,
I
do
mean,
we
we
get
didn't
like
really
do we get like
anything
general
about it.
adventure XP?
No, not yet.
Damn it.
Once you save the town or don't or leave.
We just leave.
Okay, if we just leave,
Leaving
we
is a
get.
Deuces.
Okay.
Leaving is a totally valid option.
I'm
That's
cool
true.
with that. I mean, you know, the city needs to learn not to fuck with a giant head. I guess.
We fucked with
They didn't fuck with anything.
And then we left. So the city should.
Yeah, the city should learn.
The city should learn not to trust outsiders.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, random guys that just saved us. Here's a key to
providing
the
a
city that
valuable
is
lesson.
actually a key to a giant death machine.
Look, we could give a man a fish, or we could teach him to fish, by setting his town on fire and leaving without doing anything.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because the dog is licking my goddamn foot. Stop. Not because of your jokes. Just wanted to
Okay,
point that out.
I'm glad you clarified so that we wouldn't feel good about ourselves.
Yeah, let's do shoutouts. Kian, you're up.
Hi guys, I'm Pian. You can find me at Twitter at __ Pian. It's dumb. Or you can find me on Mondays at twitch.tv/Textradamus, on Tuesdays at twitch.tv/Regula, Wednesdays back at Textradamus, and Thursdays here. And that's me.
Nice. All right. I guess Tuxtradamus.
Hey everybody, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. A lot of fun. You can find me, I'm Tuxtradamus, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all of those places. As PN said, Monday and Wednesday we have stuff, Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm back here. And yeah, thank you to everybody for playing. It was always good playing with you guys, and Wreckage for running.
All right. Doc Ghastly, my brother in arms from the motherland. What's up?
Yo. I guess you can mostly find me on here or your YouTube, I suppose.
Yeah, you're everywhere these days. Talking shit show.
Yeah.
Board games with Beta Bros, which didn't happen last week, or this week. And yeah, and board game stuff. Die party stuff.
Yeah.
No Omen this week, so you won't be here. So for that. But yeah. Last but not least, we have Brian. I guess. What up, sir? How you doing?
Hey everybody, you can find me streaming most weekdays and weekends on Twitch, Sputnik71.
What are you streaming these days? Because are you still doing Persona, or are you done with that?
Yeah, next week I'm going to get back into Persona. I've been streaming just random shit recently, but it's time to get back into Persona. I've got a YouTube channel that I have linked in the chat, so you can check out a bunch of other stuff there. I also, if you search iTunes for Motion Sickness, the show, that is a new podcast that I've created with my dad. He was a former law professor and lawyer. He did that for over 30 years, and he is trying to teach me about law.
Why is it called Motion Sickness?
Because you make motions in a court of law.
You could have called it Overruled, or like
yeah, that's
Motion
stupid.
Sickness is great. That's
Prosecution rests.
And so
like objection.
Basically, but the way that show works is he finds like funny and weird cases, like the case of the hairy hands and shit like that. You'll have to listen to find out what that is.
Wait, do you have it on SoundCloud as well? Like where you?
Yeah, it is also on SoundCloud. Let me link that as well. Yeah, no, it's so it's basically me being an idiot about the rules of law, and him trying to teach me and failing miserably. So
I see.
Cool.
But yeah, so give it a listen. We should have new episodes up every Sunday, I believe. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And I guess Dr. Wreckage, what up?
Hey, everybody. I'm Dr. Wreckage. I play in the game The Void Barons, and I GM the Numenera, and you're right here, and it's right now, and that's happening.
Cool.
I do other things and aspire to do other things, but I'm selling my house, which leaves me with no time to do other things. When my house is sold, which is drawing ever nearer, then I will do so many of the things.
But then you have to find a house. So.
No. We already have that. In fact, we're at the. So we found the house we're moving to, the condo we're moving to. They've agreed to sell it to us once we sell our house. So it's a conditional transaction that'll just happen immediately, and as soon as we sell our home, we'll be in the new place. So
That's all. Weird. That's
yeah.
Weird.
So yeah, we are mere, hopefully, days away from me being in my new place, and then I'll be able to pimp stuff that I'm doing that will be other than this. But for now, please just check me out on Void Barons and Numenera. In fact, please, if you like this show, watch all the great shows that we produce here at Die Party that are tabletop RPGs. I can't speak for the video game playing. I don't know how good that is. I don't know. Tune in.
Yeah, no, because you're a butt. Guys,
I don't like watching other people play games.
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game. If you haven't already done so, consider following. And if you're feeling real saucy, subscribe, because I got a lot of cocks you can give your friends. Yeah, so if you want to find out more about the Die Party stuff we do, you can check out the schedule, which is ! schedule. New information, no Omen this week because Graham has something already planned, and last week he was sick, so it's kind of a, it is what it is. Sunday, we have Die Party Whiskers and Whiskey, which is a mouse guard role-playing game. That's really, really good. You should definitely check that out. First episode was last week, so we'll be doing the second episode this week. That also includes character creation if you're interested in how that works. Monday will be the final episode of Die Party Night City. And we'll be looking to replace that pretty soon. I'm looking most...
Final already, huh?
Yeah. I'll be looking... It's the 44th episode of Night City.
Damn.
So I've been running it for almost 2.5 years. Such a long period of time to play that game. And the hardest part is teaching new people that game, because it's not as easy as you might think to ask people.
Have you really been running it for 2.5 years?
Yeah.
At 44 episodes, that means that you went up less than half the time.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct, yeah.
Wow, I don't think...
Plus, I also moved countries in there, so...
Right, that's right. That's true. There was a large gap.
So, yeah. And that's pretty much it. We're looking at probably running a World of Darkness game in its place with me as the GM. So we'll see how that works. I need to read a lot more about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, just because you're stuck on a hallway doesn't mean you can't stab a wall. Just fucking get in there.
Shit works.
Bam.
All right, guys. We outie. Bye bye.